the fun begins.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
All right, Joyride Films, welcome to the Jacob Koutas Show, man.
I'm happy to be here.
Thank you, dude. This is awesome. All right, what did we think of the Odyssey? What did we think?
I mean, at first, I didn't even know what to think. Like, that's how good it was. Yeah, I got out of the theater, and I just, like, had no words. The whole time, I was like, was I even, like, watching a movie? It was the most immersive experience I've ever had. I watched it in Dolby Cinema. So I wanted to watch it in IMAX, but, you know, the sound quality was the highlight of that experience, I would say.
Yeah, I would say that it was the shortest 3-hour film I've ever watched.
I would agree with that.
In terms of, like, in the immersion of the story, I walked in there and was like, this is a 3-hour movie, like, and I was watching it and I was like, oh, like, you know, maybe there's a good moment to go to the bathroom, whatever, like probably like an hour and a half, 45 minutes in, and I'm like, no, like this is a good part. This part's good. And I was like, oh, fine, like I'll just like go to the bathroom at a certain point, and then all of a sudden he's like returning. Spoiler: he's returning to the island.
Yeah, he returns.
And I'm like, dude, this is like the end. Like this is like there is not even like 30 minutes left in this movie, and I am like in awe of how quickly the movie went. Let's go over what's your favorite moment in the movie.
That's a great question. There's lots of favorite moments, but if I really had to pick one, I would say, I mean, the Cyclops scene is one that always pops out to me, but because it's Nolan, I think, taking a different direction with his filmmaking and dabbling into the horror aspect. I think the way they executed that scene, the score from Ludwig was so intense, and just the practical effects. They actually did use a 60-foot puppet.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so like it's not like CGI, even though you can kind of see it being CGI, but it's not.
Yeah, right.
And they also used an actor. I believe his name is Bill Irvin. He would be up close with the actors to do like the illusion, you know, like the how they did in the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, the height illusion.
Yes, they would do that, and then obviously when like you would see him far away, it'd be the 60-foot puppet. And they'd have like puppeteers on set. It's pretty cool, and I think that scene stands out to be the most. But obviously, the Battle of Troy is, you know, the clear cut, you know, scene of that film.
Yeah, I would say the scream from the Cyclops was insane. I don't think people sat in the movie theater, heard that, and was like, I'm scared. Like it was so creepy. The noise was loud. In IMAX it was loud. I'm sure Dolby was probably the same.
My seat was shaking.
Yeah, it was. I like heard that scream and I'm like, oh my God, what just happened?
Right.
But then right after that, when he like talked, I didn't understand a word he said until I watched clips after.
I know. It's a problem with a lot of like Nolan's IMAX films because the camera is so loud. Now I'm assuming they put a lot of that audio in post-production, but I think it's supposed to be a little muffled on purpose. Maybe it's with the way the sound mixing with like the Dolby and IMAX, but I think what they wanted to do there was just kind of make it, you don't really know what he's saying, and I think that's what makes it creepier.
Yeah, I do too, because you kind of heard him try to say something, and you were like listening during the movie, and you're like, what is he saying? Like I didn't understand it, and then after the movie, I like listened to it a couple times, and you could clearly hear that he was like crying out, like
I think he's calling out to Zeus.
I was Poseidon.
Or Poseidon. I believe he was calling out to one of the gods, which I believe
he's Poseidon's son.
He's Poseidon's son, so I think he's like father or it's like something like that.
Father, they blinded me. Yeah, and it was like Poseidon, like avenge me. Poseidon, avenge me.
Right.
Like he was crying out, and then I think after that, like is obviously like the kickoff of like the whole downfall of the entire adventure of going back home.
The worst 9-to-5 work week ever.
I mean, it's the storyline just gets so good, but like people still debate like why did he shoot the arrow back into the Cyclops?
I mean, his men were absolutely stomped on and humiliated, and I feel like I think it's also a part of, you know, Odysseus's ego, you know, wanting to get that, you know, arrow into his eye last second. But I mean, it did cause more men to die, though. That's the thing. So it's just like, I think that's kind of an early on moment of Odysseus kind of getting too ahead of himself. It's because I believe that happens after the Battle of Troy when they're trying to go back home.
Yeah, right.
So I think like he was trying to ride, I guess, like a high, and I think that his ego gets the best of him, and that's where it's like the whole film goes on a downward spiral.
Because I think the whole thing about Zeus's law and basically like the imagery of Zendaya becoming Athena and Athena representing what you would assume to be Athena in the movie. Is it actually Athena, right? Do we know if it's guaranteed Athena? It could be.
Right.
It could be just trauma from the Battle of Troy of like him seeing that happen. But the symbolism used in the theater in the show was basically, hey, we're gonna kill Zendaya's character, who, you know, random. I forget what character she played. I think it was like I don't remember if it was a priestess or it was some type of religious figure in Troy.
Yeah.
But then when they go to slash that down, it actually slashes the head statue of Athena. So
right.
the symbolism definitely leans towards her being a symbol of Athena, hidden within like regular normal people, and then breaking of Zeus's law. So it's like the breaking of Zeus's law in Troy technically already happened.
Yeah.
And then the Poseidon aspect of things is just like him fighting Zeus's law and then him also fighting Poseidon.
Yes. Yeah. I would agree with that. I definitely think that Zendaya's character is like a symbolic figure of Odysseus's guilt from the Battle of Troy, especially like just the pillaging of all the people and just seeing, you know, this, I guess, like innocent kind of female goddess, like just popping up in his head. And she pops up out at moments where, you know, they're kind of crucial points in the story. Like, I believe after the Circe scene, I think where he's on the beach, or I believe it's when he's kind of, no, I think it's when he comes back home. He washes up on the shore of Ithaca, I believe, right? And he sees her, and he's like wondering, like, how did I get home? And she like kind of pops up there, and she's kind of like a guiding figure, I would say, to his journey back home. And you know, many of the gods are leading Odysseus on his journey. Like Circe literally tells him to go to Hades to go speak with the, you know, the dead people.
Yep.
And then also throughout the film, you know, we got Athena, and then, you know, Poseidon's, and then obviously Zeus's law. Like all the gods are, you know, kind of determining the fate of this story, and that's the whole tagline of the film is defy the gods, and he chooses to defy them. Yeah. And then we get the whole ending that's so crazy.
it's insane.
Somebody get these beggars out of here.
Somebody get these beggars out of here. I think that meme across the board is one of the top memes. I've seen so many great ones about how you pull up to school lunch and you're the only kid with gum and everyone is asking for gum, and you just get these beggars out of here. He hit him with the hard B on the beggars.
I know. Robert Pattinson, I think he delivers one of the best performances from that film. I mean, he's been on an absolute roll since Twilight. I've seen him, you know, in Good Time is like one of his first like defining career roles, and then he was in the drama that just came out this year. You know, the Batman.
Obviously, the Batman.
He's gonna be in Dune 3. Like he's got some big roles, and he's just gonna keep going.
I think it's crazy because people originally thought, like, when they saw Twilight, they originally thought, like, I can only see this guy as Edward.
As Edward Cullen, yeah.
Like, I can only see him as Edward. There's no other character he can play. I don't think I can see him in anything. Right. And then he plays these other characters and does such a good job. Even when he was in, what was the one with the reverse time? It was Tenet.
Oh, yeah.
Even in Tenet, he was just his character was such a good side character. And he just filled the role perfectly. His acting was phenomenal. Like throughout his whole career, he's had so many broad ranges of characters to play. Good guys, bad guys, middle guys, side characters, like supporting characters. His like variety is what I love to see in actors.
His I think his vocal performances are very, like, you know, he can do any voice, and I really saw that actually in The Lighthouse. I don't know if you've seen that.
I haven't seen Lighthouse.
Oh, that film it's kind of reminiscent of the Odyssey in the way of just like bizarreness.
Yeah.
Like think about the pig scene
Mm-hmm.
and the Cyclops scene, and then just like Robert Pattinson isolated, all black and white, with Willem Dafoe, Green Goblin.
Yep.
Just a wicked film, really dark, directed by Robert Eggers, who has a new film coming out later this year, which is the werewolf movie.
Okay.
So really dabbles into that kind of like horror old style. But yeah, when I saw Robert Pattinson in The Lighthouse, I was like, yeah, this guy's special.
This guy's, he's something.
He just does any accent he wants, and he can pull it
he's
off.
good. Him and Tom Holland can just do it all, I guess. I mean,
Spider-Man coming out.
Let's talk about, before we move on to Spider-Man and other upcoming movies, let's talk about this film aspect of Circe doing the animatronics plus makeup to actually get the pig scene, because people don't realize is that like they've come out about this and they've reported that they have not used CGI for that specific portion of the film.
That's wild.
Like it is crazy. And they said it was all animatronics plus makeup and like probably plastics, and then it was her acting and putting it all together.
I don't know how everyone wasn't just throwing up on set. I mean, to just see that live and just to watch it from an audience perspective, and to just, I mean, I think one of the actors was talking about, I believe Harmish Patel, who plays Euryculus, I'm bad with these.
The character
names.
that basically was the first hand for Odysseus in the fleet.
Yeah, he was like talking about like just like I literally saw like people transform on set, and like it was quite disturbing.
Yeah, I mean it's just like when you watch that scene, I sat there and was just like this is disgusting.
Yeah,
beyond disgusting.
When I saw them eating the stew and the way the I guess like the noodles or whatever was just like feeding into their mouths, like it was like an octopus was like latching onto them. Like I knew something bad was happening, and I didn't expect Nolan to go that much into like the body horror aspect. Yeah,
the one big plot hole about that whole scene though is the guys going to the back of the of the house. They see all this armor. They see no one else there, no soldiers, and then they're just like, "Oh, take your armor, put it up back." And everyone's like, "Bruh," like everyone and their brother was like, "Hey, think for a second."
I think they were just that hungry.
Yeah.
They and I think the immediate red flag was when you saw the tiger on this random island, and it's weird because when I first saw that scene, I was thinking of The Life of Pi. Yeah, I was thinking about just like this is kind of like an illusion, and the way the tiger looked, like it was like, I don't know if they did CGI for that or they had a natural tiger. That's something I'm kind of curious about. But when I saw that, I was like, I'm getting some sort of surreal vibe, and you already knew things were not going to go well. Like there was no way they were going up and raiding this house and getting free food. Like
I have a feeling they used a real tiger.
I mean, Nolan.
Out of all of the things that were fake, that one's definitely the one that's at the bottom of the list.
The lion, the panther, I guess, yeah, maybe.
I mean, like all you need to do is basically put up like a giant plexiglass, like a dome around them, and basically like you would use the like way you film it, like inside of the glass, so that the illusion would be them underneath there.
You could cut a hole in the glass, I guess, put the camera through it. Have the plexiglass kind of protect the people behind there. Yeah. Right.
And then you could shoot two scenes of like one of them with or without the animal, and then merge the two scenes.
Yeah.
So you could still have them together, but then like merge the two scenes and put one on top of the other, because Odysseus walked past us. So the second scene in the background would always be covered up by the front scene.
Yeah, no way Nolan was going to fold to use CGI tigers. Like
no chance.
He definitely got one. I mean, if he can shoot the Cyclops scene with actual, giant, puppeteering, there's and
getting a tiger is nothing.
And what's nice is they shot that scene, the Cyclops scene, in Greece. Yeah. In like the old cave, which was kind of like a nice like tie back, and they shot a lot of the film in Morocco, Iceland, Italy. And I feel like the way they cultivated each scene together just really made it feel like this big journey in this big world, and the 70mm IMAX is the cherry on top.
Yeah. So it's funny you say that, because that's also another topic I want to talk about is 70mm. So a lot of the people debated whether or not standard would actually capture what you would see in the movie and make it worthwhile, the story. versus IMAX versus 70 millimeter. My personal opinion is looking at the difference between 70 millimeter and IMAX. They're really not that much different, but the format would make it like look that much better. Like it's just a better version, and it's the best version you can ever get. So I'm not downplaying 70 millimeter,
Right?
but like the difference between standard and IMAX is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like people's like head helmets are cut off. Like you're missing so much of the film.
Oh yeah.
Like it's not even worth seeing in standard, in my opinion.
No, I didn't even bother. I did rewatch the film, and I did see it in IMAX, and I was just like blown away again. Like it felt like another different film.
I would say that 70 millimeter is definitely like the way to see it. Obviously, is the way it was intended.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
IMAX is very much a perfect second place.
Yeah, I would say like at least IMAX, and I mean the premium formats have been helping the film's like box office performance for sure. Like,
Yeah, and there's actually a new 70 millimeter film theater in Chicago.
Yes, in the Chicagoland area. It's in Woodridge. It's at the Cinemark. They actually didn't have that screen before. They literally built it to prepare for this movie.
Yeah,
and I've been hearing reports that it's it's not the biggest screen, but it's capturing at least that 70 millimeter IMAX grand scale.
You know what's crazy is that they are sold out for weeks and weeks and weeks on end.
I've been trying to get tickets.
And
yeah,
they're sold out at 2:30 in the morning and 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I know. Like, no, people will call off just to go watch that movie.
It is crazy how many people have bought tickets even in the front row. The front row is fully booked.
Oh yeah,
for like a full week.
Yeah,
it is mind blowing.
I haven't seen a movie like this.
How full it is. Yeah.
Yeah, and what's even crazier is like this film is making buckets, loads of cash, and it hasn't even opened up in China yet. And they're about to open. They're working to put the film on 800 IMAX screens in China alone, and that's a big market for a lot of movies. Like any movie that makes $1 billion is usually most of it's going internationally, and it's going towards China's box office. And that film opens I think August 14th. So
yeah,
and the movie has
right.
already hit. In its second weekend, $652 million. And they spent $250 million on the production budget and $125 million on the marketing budget. And typically theaters take about half of the profit. So you need to make way more than, I think, the actual amount. I believe when you add those together, it's about $375 million. You need to pass that. Like, you need to pretty much double it in order to technically break even. And the film already broke even with its second weekend, and it's on track to make like I think $1 billion plus, and it's going to be Nolan's highest grossing film, and it's deserved.
Yeah, I would say so. I would say that the Odyssey itself, the way they filmed it, the way they were on the sea, and just the stories behind it, the way the actors are talking about it as well, like talking about how Matt Damon essentially had the worst role in which he had to be the guy every single scene, every single moment, the entire film, the entire time. But with that, he had the best attitude on set. He always was happy, smiling, really appreciative of everyone around him, which is so Matt Damon of him, because he's always been like that ever since his original films way back when. Even we're talking about a legend in the mist, right? He's the best. So him being so, energetic, full of energy, everything in terms of like positivity around set, and he's the one that's working the hardest. Yeah, because everyone sees that and makes it more fun for him. And the best part is that he talks about how working with Christopher Nolan, he always is like, yeah, good, like pretty nonchalant. Yeah, but then he gives out that was perfect to one of the actresses, right? Which was like, I didn't think it was possible for him to say something like that in a Christopher Nolan movie, but he did. So I mean, that's why it's this grossing top of the charts. It's gonna be his number one movie ever.
And I like that you mentioned his overall attitude, because that can really make or break a film production. And this was one of the hardest movies ever shot. I mean, I know I was mentioning the locations where they shot at, and the Trojan horse scene, like they're actually in the water. Like John Bernthal was talking about how he was shivering being submerged in water, and they were shooting that for a couple hours, and he was like, he told Nolan, like, Nolan's like, hey, cut, like let's not do this, and he was like, you're not gonna break me,
Yeah.
Like everyone was locked in that film.
That is so
and
cool.
you can feel the energy, I think, and that's what makes the experience of it even better, because it's like not only are we, capturing with this, amazing format, but like all the actors in the movie, just you can feel the passion and dedication to execute this grand epic story, which they delivered, I'd say.
Yeah, 100%. I think Anne Hathaway's supporting role, I felt like she did a really, really good job. Just because her role in the movie was honestly like, hey, like hold strong, whatever. And then towards the end, it was like, you're talking to this beggar, right? Because your husband has invites anybody home and is very, very kind to those beggars, especially because everyone is welcome. And then
Zeus's law.
And then you have her talking to him, and then all of a sudden she realizes like, hey, is this person Odysseus? Is it not Odysseus? Who is this person? So the interesting thing that I saw in the theory was, she knows that this person is Odysseus, but she wants to know if it's actually him. And then she sets up the trial to figure out if it's actually him so he can expose himself, or he's setting it up so that Odysseus comes back and makes sure that he actually is the only one who could string the bow, because he was the only one who could ever do it.
I mean, she knows her husband, and I think like...
Do you think she knew?
The way he was talking and just that conversation, which I really love how they show the, more dark side of the Battle of Troy, where we kind of see the cut to that. And then just kind of overall Odysseus's, regrets with, changing the world with the Trojan horse.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that through his testimony that Penelope realized that, that probably is her husband. Like no beggar could go through something as, hard as what, Odysseus had to go through. And before he settled off, to Troy, he was talking to her in the bedroom, and, he was preparing her for this long journey. And I think that she knew. Yeah. She definitely knew. And that the test with the bow was definitely like just an extra check.
Peak
two-step verification.
Yeah, peak cinematography for sure.
Oh yeah.
Did you know that like in some movies there's like a animation of Odysseus shooting the arrow?
I did see that. I think it's the company's TSG. It usually premieres. I think it's like a parent company of like 20th Century Fox, and because I think I remember watching the X-Men movies,
and then
I know like
everyone has been consuming Odysseus, but they just didn't know about it until Christopher Nolan makes a movie, and now everyone's like, oh my god, it's everywhere. What are we talking about? I've seen this
3,000-year-old property, and just people are now realizing. I mean,
they're realizing it's everywhere.
It's the story of the stories. I think it's good that people are appreciating it. And that's just what Nolan does. A lot of people were criticizing it for, not being historically accurate, especially with like Agamemnon's armor and some of the casting choices. But I think it works for this movie. I think it's kind of a more modern take on this old story. And I think Nolan does what Nolan does best, and making it grand and epic. And I mean, I can't complain. It's just it's
even the Cyclops scene was technically also a big adaptation, because there was a scene basically with the Cyclops original story where it was a play on words. So there was a Greek word that they had used that represents basically like nothing. And so then he would say, I'm nothing. Like that's what Odysseus basically said to the Cyclops after blinding him. And then the Cyclops went and complained about it and said, nothing is killing me. Like nothing is hurting me. Right. And so then it was like, the Cyclops was like, nothing is hurting me, nothing is killing me. And then everyone was like, oh, whatever, you're just making jokes. Like, you're kidding. Like, who cares? Like, I don't know what you're talking about. But that was like another play on words to trick the Cyclops.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. But that was like, again, it was like a Greek terminology, play on words, like a pun. But they were speaking in English, so they didn't do accents or anything like that, which would have made the movie different. Right. Told in the English format, so it's like there's only so much you can do with that. And the characters are supposed to be Greek. I mean, not all of them look Greek, but who cares?
I don't think they casted a single Greek actor, which...
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm Greek, and I don't care.
I guess, yeah. I mean, Nolan's going to cast who Nolan wants to cast. And I mean, I can understand, maybe the problem with the lack of Greek representation. But again, this is a 3,000-year-old story, and, it's told in a different way. And I think, Nolan wanted to cast who he thought was best for the role. I mean, I'm not sure. I would say like maybe some of the background actors are Greek, but again, that's not 100% confirmed, but it doesn't bother me personally.
Yeah, same here. I'm not too bothered with it. Also, Agamemnon, his armor, dude.
Aura.
Oh, he is aura farming everybody.
A lot of people are like most aura since Darth Vader.
Yes. I mean, he just walks up there, walks in there, and him just standing there it's the best. Even the Patrick meme of what's he doing? He's standing there.
that's
menacingly.
I mean, he doesn't even speak. I think he has like maybe
he does.
Well, he does like when he's dead, I guess.
In Hades, yeah.
In Hades, yeah, but like he just stands there, and Benny Safdie plays him, and he was doing like Bowser Jr.
Yeah, he was in Bowser Jr. He was in Happy Gilmore too, which he's the bad guy.
Yeah, right.
And like he looks so dumb in that movie. He's such a dork.
Yeah.
Like he's got like burned face and pimples and all these like bad breath, and like he's really played as like a really crappy character, really downplaying him, really making him like ugly and not satisfactory or whatever. And then you toss him in this film. You cast him in this film and you make him the Aura King. Like he is the guy.
Yeah, he's got some range on him, and he is also a great director. He directed Uncut Gems with his brother Josh, and the movie Good Time, and he made The Smashing Machine, which came out last year. Yeah, so. I
mean, a great variety of what you'd like to see in actors. I mean, the craziest part to me was that Agamemnon like kill scene basically was like a freaky like I like jumped in my seat. I was not expecting it. Like the way they use sound and cut to it, and it was just like
that scene. Yeah, that got me jumping too.
Yeah, I saw them just like freaked out in my chair. And speaking of freaking out in my chair and jumping, no one warned us about the scary scene in the trailers before.
Oh yeah.
Before the Odyssey. That was so funny because Sean. You know Sean, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I sat next to Sean. Sean hates scary movies.
Oh.
He hates them with a passion.
Yeah.
And that scene came up where it was kind of like getting scary.
It was
like
dark,
mom, whatever.
Right.
And then the scene where she like kind of like starts staring, whatever, like the scary stare, and just doesn't stop looking away and is like smiley when things are going wrong.
Yeah.
And Sean was like, oh no. And then all of a sudden it cuts the scene with her like underneath the table. Oh. And Sean
you're talking about the other mommy trailer. Yeah,
Sean squeals. He squeals. I'm dying laughing. And I look over to my left and Sean's sitting there, he's like, nope. He's just covering his eyes, and he's like, I don't want to look. Why'd they put this trailer in?
I mean, I watch a lot of movies, and I've watched a lot of horror movies and been pretty scared in theaters, but I mean, if you
hilarious.
If you avoid horror movies and you're going to go watch the Odyssey, and it's evil how they just threw that trailer.
They threw a rated R scary movie trailer, so sketchy.
The pump fake before it too, because it's like, oh, this is going to be some sort of. I knew it
like
was a
horror
movie. I knew it was a horror movie, like the way it was set up, like. They were acting way too like polite and like it's one of those like
there was no action scenes or anything to happen.
It's like a Get Out moment where
no
it's,
nukes going off in the background where it's like, oh, happy nuke, and then whatever.
Right. No, it was that's funny though.
It was
full
awesome.
On squeal.
Sean is the best.
Yeah.
Dude.
Hey,
love that guy. All right, let's talk about upcoming movies. We got Spider-Man.
Oh my God.
First, I want to talk about how the Odyssey has taken over IMAX so much that Spider-Man will not be released in IMAX.
But you know what? It doesn't matter. I just saw. I look at box office stuff all the time. $800 million worldwide opening projected. That's like Endgame levels big, and that's without IMAX. So the power of the Spider-Man brand is just getting insane. But I know IMAX, and it's also affecting Avengers Doomsday because. I don't like that Disney is doing this thing called Infinity Vision, which pretty much they're taking like any premium format like a Dolby and like other, like laser at AMC, and they're just going to market as Infinity Vision. So it's not any new technology. It's just like, hey, watch it in a premium format, not standard, and give us more money.
Yeah.
Because Dune 3 is taking all the IMAX screens, and
they're doing the same thing that basically the Odyssey did.
Which is crazy. It's like the battle between Marvel and the battle between
everyone else.
These big filmmakers like Denis and Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, it's crazy to me that it won't come out in IMAX to start. And the part that I struggle with the most is like, I obviously want to watch Spider-Man in IMAX. Spider-Man is great.
Right.
Like, I would love to see it. But am I going to sit there for 2 weeks wait until August 14th to watch IMAX for Spider-Man? And in those 2 weeks, I'm not going to get one single spoiler on my TikTok or social media or literally all the memes that are probably going to pop up on Twitter. And then you're not going to understand any of the context because you haven't watched it and it's going to get spoiled. Like, it's a big, rough tug and pull for me because I really like seeing in IMAX for the first time like a new movie, just because the new experience of watching that is just so much more inclusive, more like in depth. I love how the sound and the screen are bigger. It's everything about it. It's just best. But now I'm gonna be like, all right, I have to watch it in a laser format. So
yeah, I mean, I got my tickets booked for Dolby, and I'm doing a fan screening, and they're gonna give you Spider-Man socks.
That is awesome.
So, I mean, I'm ready. I usually like to watch in Dolby because it's they have the premium recliners.
Yeah.
And I love kicking my feet back and just.
It's funny because a lot of IMAX theaters don't have the reclining seats.
I think it's to fit more capacity. But
it's actually not, because the newer theaters that actually don't have to upgrade.
Yeah.
Or don't have the IMAX already installed.
Yeah.
They will when they install new IMAX, they will install the recliners.
I see.
Because I've been to some more new theaters, like something that's been created rather more recently, and they will have the nice recliners in them.
I see.
And they actually won't have the original style seating.
Okay.
I think that's just because literally they already had it and they didn't want to rip everything out and change it. Because you basically would lose a whole week.
You would, yeah.
So, and I mean, nowadays with all these movies going on, you can't lose a week in the movie industry. Like, there's so many tickets being sold.
Yeah.
So, like, the only time I would say would be, like, the lull before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So, like the September area is usually sometimes the lull, depending on what movies are coming out that year.
January.
Or January. Yeah. But usually January is all the post-Christmas
Right. So you're getting that,
So you're getting IMAX for
like next year
Avengers,
Doomsday and
you run into Dune 3 and Doomsday back to back, and IMAX is going to be back to back for like 2 months, 2.5 months.
This is
sold out.
This is going to be this is already projected at this point the biggest year of movies since before COVID, 2019. I think right now it's about at $5.7 billion overall, and I think 2019 finished with like 11 billion, and no film has able to reach like $10 billion since, again, before COVID. And I believe this year is going to reach, I think, close to that. It could pass it, but
I think it will. I think the only reason it wouldn't is because Dune 3 and Avengers are releasing later in the year.
I think it rolls over and it counts, I would say, right? I mean,
it's
a 2026 release.
I don't know. If it counts for 2026, you're killing it by a country mile.
Because I was about to say, like, we've just had some big hits, but also a lot of movies have been flopping when they usually don't. Like, Star Wars was not a big hit.
I mean, yeah, because it was, no offense.
I didn't see it.
I didn't want to go see The Mandalorian.
They looked like season 3 or like a new season of that show. The way
I think you can never go from a TV series to a movie.
No,
it always has to be opposite. If you look at Rogue One,
right?
Like Rogue One was a TV series or a movie to start,
right?
And then they were like, hey, people like these characters. They like the storyline. Yeah. They like the little guy that went on missions and kind of just fought people and was like in the background doing the dirty politics work.
Right.
Like, what if we wrote a story about this timeline? Like, what would that look like? And then they wrote one of my favorite Star Wars TV shows in Andor.
I was about to say that's
so well written.
That is. I have not seen that, but I've heard nothing but good things about that. And
you gotta watch it. I'm telling you, it is cinema in its own.
Yeah, I mean, Rogue One is definitely one of the best like Star Wars things that's come out in a long time, and I think them going to a TV show, that's a smart idea. It's crazy because like Marvel's been suffering with just TV stuff happening and then their movie things happening. And there's a lot of, the Doomsday trailer came out, last week? And a lot of people have been criticizing just like the lack of setup for Doom because, in the Loki show and, all the other properties, it was all about King. And then obviously Jonathan Majors had his incident and now they had to switch to Doom. And a lot of people are saying it's like a desperate attempt at, trying to make this a big grand event when it's really just something that kind of happened out of nowhere. And a lot of people really don't like the fact that Reed Richards and Dr. Doom, like they have this deep relationship and this is going to be their first time seeing each other.
Yeah. I think the weird part is that they should have just recasted. They should have just recasted Kang the Conqueror. Like they should have just got an actor, similar build, similar look, similar skill sets, and just tossed him in the fire. Because if you think about it,
okay,
Kang the Conqueror is a multiverse character.
Okay.
And if there's a multiverse, that means that this Kang the Conqueror can be a different person.
Fair enough.
So like loopholes are covered by your lore.
Yeah.
They're covered by the fact that if this Kang the Conqueror is a different person, that makes sense because it's right? Yeah. It's infinity. So it's like, literally every alternative
universe. If they
universe.
can have Steve Rogers come back,
right.
They can do anything.
If you have multi-dimensions of what you saw with America.
Right.
Going into different dimensions like slob dimensions, Lego dimensions, whatever, like you can have a Kang the Conqueror who goes into a different actor. Yeah. Like why not just roll with him?
They're doing some good casting, so I'm excited for the Black Panther 3. Yeah. That David Johnson, he was in Alien Romulus, The Long Walk. He's a good actor, and I think that's a good direction they're heading towards is building on those properties. I'm not excited about the Ghost Rider project they announced.
You don't think Ryan Gosling's going to be great?
Not Ryan Gosling. Sean Levy, the director of Deadpool and Wolverine. I don't know how he's going to execute the Ghost Rider style. I think a different director would have worked more, but Ryan Gosling does pick usually good projects. So Project Hail Mary that came out this year.
Amazing.
He's on a high, and I think him going to Marvel is I don't think it's a desperate attempt. I'm sure he's getting paid, bags of cash, but I hope that he picked it and he's confident in the project and it's going to be good. And it's also weird because the same director is coming out with that new Star Wars movie next year, which he also stars in. I think it's Star Wars Fighter or something like that. Mm-hmm. So, maybe they have a relationship together and they're going to make some good stuff, but we'll see.
I think they need to start Star Wars in general needs to start scrapping this whole new generation after Darth Vader era and just go straight backwards and just run through all of the Star Wars Old Republic. Oh. Because if you don't know about Star Wars Old Republic, it is more Force wielders, more lightsabers, more lightsaber battles, more of like the actual Force being used. So like people used to fight with no lightsabers and only the Force to take somebody else down.
So what, like some John Wick Star Wars, like hand-to-hand combat maybe?
Yeah, or just straight up like I'm going to be a stronger Force wielder than you, and then I will defeat you by literally using
some
only
like
that.
some like Yoda.
Or like literally some people's meditation are so strong that a lightsaber can't get through. Oh. Because they're in such a deep meditation state through the Force, and the Force is so strong around them that it creates a barrier that lightsabers can't get through. Like stuff like that.
That sounds interesting. You see,
is like so awesome.
Go to Disney,
but they don't want to do anything around that. They keep doing these one-off stories of like these little kids or like these little things running around, or like Acolyte, which was like, what even is that? What even is happening here? Right. Like, it's just a bunch of mumbo jumbo with no one being trained, no one doing this and that. But what they really need is what they should have done with the first movie of Star Wars on the 7th episode or whatever, when Kylo Ren pulls in.
Force Awakens, yeah.
Kylo Ren should have never took his helmet off, number one.
Never. Yeah, they shouldn't have done that.
Never took his helmet off. If he doesn't take his helmet off, he's a mysterious like character.
But it's Adam Driver.
Who you don't, but sure, you can say it's Adam Driver, but it's like the person watching it, like you look at him and you only see him in the mask. So his character isn't actually revealed. It's like Master Chief. Yeah. Like Master Chief, rule of law is you will never see his face.
You can't.
Because Master Chief can be anybody. That's the whole thing. That's the whole premise.
So you're saying Kylo Ren could be anybody?
So Kylo Ren could be anybody.
Yeah.
Like it could be anyone. You don't know. And the mysteriousness of not knowing like makes that character more powerful, you know?
I definitely you need the mystery. You need the mystery for sure. Yeah.
So don't take his helmet off. No one knows who he is.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, dude, who is this guy? Like the mystery just continues and you evolve the story.
And do you say they just never reveal it all? Like even
never
episode 9, like they just end it and he never do what he was.
And if you do, like you have to make the bad guys bad. Like you got to make them like really bad. John Wick is a good movie because the dude kills his dog in the beginning.
Yeah.
No one wants to see that.
Right.
But everyone wants to see the guy with the dog who killed the dog die a gruesome death and get killed and slaughtered by John Wick. Everyone wants to see that.
Right.
Right? So it's like you can't have one and not have the other.
You want like there should be more of like a villain presence around Kylo Ren.
The villain should be even more bad.
Yeah, I think the problem with the writing is just they don't know like what lane to pick.
Yeah.
I think it's just like they want to satisfy the old fans. They want to create new generation fans. And then like I think they're trying to put too much sympathy within the character. And it's like, well, he's a part of the, the dark side.
Yeah.
Like there's no going back.
Yeah. Like
you
have to make him so fully in depth. I don't know if you've seen like the Star Wars Old Republic cinema, like the I forget what they're called, but they're basically like a bunch of animated versions of the video game.
Oh, okay.
Just a bunch of different filler videos and stuff.
Okay.
Definitely watch those. I'll send you a couple links so you can watch those.
It's just like on like YouTube?
Yeah, totally on YouTube,
sick.
like high definition, everything.
Okay.
It kind of goes into the Old Republic and stuff like that. Like the amount of ideas you can pull out of this stuff is ridiculous. They literally have one of the scenes is like literally a Sith ship flies in.
Okay.
The doors open and you just see like 12 red lightsabers just glow up in the ship after the door opens.
Damn.
And then all of a sudden you just see every Jedi pull out their lightsaber and it's just a straight up battle in the Jedi temple. Like it, like that is sick. You know what I mean?
Why didn't they do that?
Like it's just they have so many good things that are already like right there.
Right.
But they just want to do like some kid in the forest is like potential powers and then they turned out that they're not strong anymore. Like what they did with the clone trooper.
Yeah.
Like they were like, yeah, this dude's all powerful and he could be a Jedi. Like they really keyed him as a Jedi.
Right. And
then they were like, no. You actually just want to run away from everything and you're just such a loser and no one really cares about you. Yeah. And it's like you built up this character to be such a beast.
Right.
And like you basically just gained a new Mace Windu and now you're just going to throw him away because you just wanted him to be like a non-redeeming character. Like his character was just so like poorly written.
And
there's just multiple versions of that across
I feel like they
world.
tried to make them like too realistic, like that, like humans almost. Like it's like,
yeah,
I get it. We want to have these characters more modern, more relatable, and I think this is fantasy. I think they don't play into their roles enough. Like I feel like what works with the original Star Wars movie is obviously the ensemble, whether it's Chewbacca and Han Solo and Luke Skywalker. Like they had that dynamic, and I think especially the problem with the sequels, the new ones, is the group lacked chemistry, and especially the relationship with Kylo Ren, like the villain aspect of it. Like as an audience member, it's like I already know what this dude looks like. I already know what he's doing. Like he's kind of good. He's kind of bad. It's like I need to hate the villain. I need to also root for the people that I like, and they're just not that likable. And
right,
there's just not enough, I guess, like darkness or like depth.
Like if they had some gray in the middle.
Old Republic, that's some good lore.
Yeah,
like that's something different too as well.
Like it's straight up like I'm the Sith, I want to kill you. I'm the Jedi, I want to protect.
Yeah,
and it's like 1-to-1.
But it's simple. It's
very simple.
It breaks down to the simple roots, and I think doing less is more. And I think maybe they should do that with Star Wars.
Yeah, I think so too. I think the fact that they I thought they really ruined it with just the Kylo Ren's character trying to be like all this good and bad. Like they should have just made him evil. They should have just really made him evil. Like just like show me the dark side when he did that. And then he's like, you have to kill your father or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then he's like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And then he like goes there and he's really battling with himself.
Mm-hmm.
But then once he like strikes down Han Solo.
Yeah.
Like, he should then go yellow eyes and just go rage mode and then just turn into, like, an absolute, I want to kill everything.
Yeah,
but, like not like a screaming, like, I have lust for power, I'm scared, I want to, like, blow up everything.
Yeah, no.
More like I'm calm, I'm going to murder you. Like, the guy who's calm, who's, like, going to kill you.
Sort of like a Palpatine, but, like...
Yeah.
More like, you know,
I was thinking more
like an assassin, maybe.
Honestly, what came to my head was John Jones. I don't know.
John Jones. Like an absolute John Jones.
Like, he's just walking there and he's like,
right.
yeah, you'll see. You'll see. I'm going to kill you. And then he's like, I'm prepared to die out there. And he's like, be prepared to do that. Like, you know,
they just
create that character as the bad guy.
UFC Star Wars. That's what it needs to feel like.
Right. They just kind of went into gray area and too mixed and good and bad and all that. Yeah. But luckily for Spider-Man, going back to Spider-Man, it's very black and white. Who's good and who's bad. But there might be a gray character in there with the Punisher.
Yeah, that's
he's definitely an in-betweener.
Well, he's like a, you know, anti-hero, kind of like Deadpool. Would you say Daredevil is a
I would say Daredevil is more of a good guy.
I would say he's a good guy.
I would say he's a good guy.
I mean,
but again, it's kind of iffy.
I mean, Punisher is like an absolute like menace, but like he has his reasons.
Yeah, right.
Like his whole family's just killed in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, no, like it's
no, wait.
I think that's what makes his character most interesting, and I feel like with the way they're going to do Brand New Day, again, I haven't really looked at the trailers too much, but I kind of have a general grasp of the film. I think Peter's definitely going down a darker path because he did, you know, have some redemption at the end with No Way Home with the Spider-Man kind of mentoring him, but no one knows who he is. I think that's even he's at an even lower point.
That concept is so interesting.
That's what they needed to do with especially his Spider-Man, because they introduced him to just right into the MCU, and I feel like the problem with his movies is just they're Spider-Man movies, but like they don't feel like entirely Spider-Man movies because they're always overshadowed by, like, let's say Iron Man, and then Nick Fury, and then you had Doctor Strange, but and now this one you got Hulk, Punisher, but at least like we get like kind of, I guess, like an origin, and that's the cool thing with the concept of Brand New Day is like he's getting a fourth movie, yet it feels like it's like a new trilogy. Yeah. And I think Punisher coming into the picture is going to provide, like, I guess maybe more of like some nuance to his character. Like, hey, like, should I actually do this, or what path do I take? And like, I wonder how he's going to mentor him. And you also have Hulk there, who, I mean, I don't know if you've seen the trailers or heard, but he's also going down a dark side as well. So it's like, it's going to be this like internal battle within him, and I think it's going to work well.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how, because I saw a little bit of the trailer, and he has the black eyes, and there's presumably him turning into a spider.
I heard like the man spider theories.
None of this is confirmed. These are all like rumors,
of course,
very much possible, because that's in one of the comics, is him turning into a spider.
Yeah.
It looks like he's getting actual organic webs, so that's a possibility.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see how it kind of goes and how that's kind of introduced, because I really hope it's not like, hey, he just has organic webs now. Like, he just, like, first scene is like him just shooting it, and he's like, yeah, it's so nice to not have any gadgets anymore. I'd be like, all right, that's such a dumb way to do that.
It's like did like the time reset just like make him have organic webs?
Yeah, like, no.
I think,
like, introduce it in the story and make him go through some type of transformation. Like, let his body evolve, and, you know, like, and introduce that. I think that's a perfect way. Like, even first 30 minutes of the movie, perfect way to do that. Like, him fighting some low level, like bad guy, street thug, or like a wannabe thug. Mm-hmm. Like, maybe it's Scorpion or whatever.
Yeah.
And then like he messes up, but then he's like realizing that he has these organic webs, and then he's like, what's going on? I don't know.
Yeah, it reminds me.
That's kind of how I feel like the story's going to go.
I think this film is going to work really well if they do this right. And what I really like about Spider-Man 2, which is personally my favorite Spider-Man movie.
Which Spider-Man 2?
Spider-Man 2 with Tobey.
With Tobey?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's the best one because...
That's Green... No,
it's the one... Dr. Octopus.
Yeah.
Doc Ock. But like in that movie, it's from the comics too. It's like he quits being Spider-Man because he just can't manage all the things in his life, and he ends up having like kind of like a hormone like problem within himself. Like he can't swing, he can't even jump, he can't even shoot webs. Like he literally has a Spider-Man ED.
Yeah.
And
and then he loses
right.
the eyesight with the glasses back on.
Right. And then he gets his redemption, and that's just like such a powerful thing. And I think with Brand New Day, we're getting this whole redemption story. And a lot of people love Spider-Man when he's at its lowest. Like a lot of people don't like the original, like the Homecoming movies and all that, because like, oh, he's got all the good tech. He's got, you know, it looks like a much safer, brighter New York. And it's like, well, you're going to see him struggle. He's, you know, in college, living by himself. No one knows who he is. Like, that's hard.
Yeah.
And I think that internal battle and how they're going to play into the metaphor of him, you know, having this organic kind of problem, like or this transformation.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like it's like the battle between, well, and that's one thing which I feel like they could have done with the movie is like, it could have been a perfect, like, you know, Venom movie with the symbiote suit. But I believe they are saving that for Secret Wars. And what's interesting is I don't think he's going to be in Doomsday at all. He's not been in any of the promotions.
Venom?
Spider-Man.
Oh, Spider-Man.
I don't think he's going to be in it. And I think Secret Wars is set to release next year, but I'm sure they're going to delay it because it's going to be one of the biggest movies ever. Mm-hmm. And there's been rumors of, you know, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield returning. But I don't know what they're going to do with the symbiote because it's a big part of Secret Wars. Yeah. And if, you know, he's not in Doomsday, are they going to set up the symbiote at the end of this film somehow? Like, but like, I feel like the whole movie, they want him to end up being good because he's already at a dark point. Like him just going through a dark point, being good and then going dark, like that'd kind of be bad, but I don't know what they're setting up, and that's what's got me really curious. Yeah.
I mean, when you lose the love of your life just because she literally has forgotten who you are because of a spell that you told them to do, like that's tough. That's a tough decision to follow through and be like, hey, how are you? Like, how do I get this girl to fall back in love with me when everything was basically set up perfectly with schooling, with like your best friend growing up, and then like all the situations they have with math team, like all the situations that happened in Europe when they went to
all the memories.
Yeah, all those memories are just basically vanished.
Yeah,
and it's crazy because it's like now he has to reintroduce himself and have this girl completely fall in love with him again. Yeah. So seeing that story will definitely be interesting, and I think that like that'll be like his lowest point. And it'll be interesting to see if, like, he saves her in, like, the first 20, 30 minutes. Yeah. And then he's like, you're in trouble or whatever. Or, like, they find out, like, the bad guy finds out who he is. And then they find out that he likes this girl. And then, like, that's how they try to get after her. And that's why he, like, tries to steal her away and make sure she's safe. Yeah. So there's so many ways to do it. It's like, I mean, it's always, like, your, like, middle school, elementary school kid's dream is like, oh, like, I gotta protect my like my girl crush, you know, like if like whatever the FBI takes me, then I have to make sure that I save and protect my crush back home, and she doesn't even know who you are, like doesn't even know your name, like like yeah, and that's kind of funny because like I was watching like Homecoming last night, and he has a crush on I believe her name is Lizzie. Yeah, the other math girl?
Yeah, the other math girl. And he doesn't even talk to her. He's like has this big crush on her. And by the end of the movie, like he doesn't even get with MJ right away. Right. But then like obviously he realizes that. So I'm curious if like he's just gonna move on. Like that's not gonna work again. And then like he's gonna move on to like a new girl. Like they set up like Gwen Stacy or something like that.
That's
like
possible.
I mean,
isn't she gonna be in the movie?
Maybe.
Isn't Gwen Stacy the girl from Stranger Things?
I don't know. Sadie
or is that actually MJ?
I don't know. I think they're setting up Sadie Sink. I've heard rumors of Jean Grey X-Men character being thrown into the mix.
Chance. No shot.
I don't know. I mean,
no, dude, she can't be Jean.
They have not shown her in any promotion.
She's so young.
The trailers, well, they might go for a younger X-Men route, like the New Mutants, maybe. Yeah. Well, there is the X-Men movie that is, you know, confirmed to come out. It's directed by the Thunderbolts director, I believe, Jake Schreier. And that's going to be the reboot. I think the plan is to do a soft reboot because I think they're going to keep they got to keep the Fantastic Four because they just got introduced. But you know, X-Men, the old X-Men are in this new Doomsday movie, and I think they're all getting slimed. Like they're all done.
I think that's how you introduce Doctor Doom.
Yeah, just like
I think
slime
you
them all
literally
out.
just like you literally have them all in there, and then they just get
Speaking of your Kylo Ren comment, I think they shouldn't show RDJ's face at all.
Yeah.
Like that's
Right?
that's gonna
Right?
be, that's gonna how the movie's gonna work.
Or they don't show it until like the very end, and then it's like everyone's like no, wait, what? Wait, and then they're like it can't be, like it can't be.
It's definitely gonna be that moment.
Like
There
there's
has to
like
be.
there yeah like or
Why
like
would you cast RDJ?
or like you're fighting and he has the mask on, you're fighting, everything happens, and then like everything happens, and then like some explosion happens. They all separate and they look over, and then it's just Robert Downey Jr. like looking at them, and then it's
that'd be trippy.
and then they would all like just stop there and be like, and they would all like look at each other and be like, is that him?
Yeah,
Is that the same guy who saved us from Thanos?
There's been reports though. It's like I feel like that there's an actual Doctor Doom, and this is like a variant. Like I don't know.
It's possible.
Because I feel like you cast RDJ and you made it public, and I feel like that's
possible.
something they could have kept hidden as like a big fan moment. But obviously, they announced that casting to draw him in, and I feel like
I think they needed to do that.
Yeah,
I think they needed RDJ to save the universe.
Right. If you're gonna get rid of the whole King arc that was built, I feel like they're gonna pump fake it somehow. They have to have some sort of bigger reveal. Because
I don't think so.
I haven't read like the Secret Wars comic, but I don't know who's like the main overall villain. I know that it takes place on like Battle World, and
it
it's
might
like
still
this,
be Doctor Doom.
I would,
or
say
it could be Galactus.
It could be. That's where I'm like, where are they going to go with that? And I'm like, because there's all there could be a million different Doctor Dooms, and it's like
if you think about the baby is the core of everything right now.
Yeah, the Fantastic Four baby, right?
Yeah.
Because like Doctor Doom wants to kill him, I believe, right?
No, Doctor Doom wants to use the baby.
Oh, as the
ruler of the universe.
Yes.
Because if you raise the baby right for Doctor Doom, you can use the power to conquer the whole universe.
I mean, they had
they
had that post-credit scene in Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
So.
And that's why I think why they're gonna be like, we need to go after Doctor Doom is because he has our child. I think that's how you make the guy bad.
Oh yeah,
you have him kill the X-Men.
Yeah.
Like off the rip. This is all rumors. We're obviously not.
I mean, they could do like
it's not released at all.
Like Avengers: Infinity War. Like I really love how Loki's coming back obviously, but I like how they just right away
Thanos just literally
right in front of Thor,
and then you're like, wait a second, is that real? And then it's like,
yeah,
there's no tricks here.
Yeah, no, it like setting that dark tone immediately. And I think, if the X-Men, I don't think they're going to be in the whole film. They're going to be a big part, but they seem like more of like they've had their time, and like Doctor Doom's coming for every multiverse.
Yeah,
like
everyone.
Like the old X-Men, like, I mean, that'd be a dark way to start off.
Yeah,
be a good one.
I think you could start it off so many other ways too. I think that would probably be the best though.
Yeah,
is to put them up against the best, and then have the X-Men be that good,
right?
And like wipe out a bunch of Doctor Dooms. Say like Doctor Doom has any underlings or anything, and then you have Doctor Doom walk in, and everyone's like, all right, well, who's this guy? Let's take him out. And then like you have Magneto try to take him out. You have the Mind try to take him out. Like
do the all
Professor X. Yeah, right. Professor X. You have Laser. I forget his name. Scott.
Cyclops.
Cyclops try to take him out. Nothing works. Everything is going awful for them, and he takes out all of them. And then one guy escapes. My guess is it would be Scott.
I think because there's that shot in the trailer of him blasting his eye. And it looks like something bad happened.
Yeah. My guess is that like everyone died and he's the only one that's left.
That has to be. I think
because that could be a really good intro to be like,
right.
He needs to go tell everybody.
Well, the thing is though, I think I see in the trailer is like, and I've heard kind of rumors about the plot is like throughout the film though, they're going to break up, like they're all going to break up in groups like Infinity War. Yeah. And I believe how they're doing the groups is like, the Thing is going to split up with like a couple people and go to like Wakanda, gather some people. And then like, there's like the whole thing with Sue Storm and Namor from the comics where like Namor wants to like, riz up, Sue Storm. And then I guess Reed is going to be with, I believe the Sam Wilson's Avengers.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
which is like Thunderbolts.
A mixture of
Plus,
Thunderbolts and like Ant-Man and stuff, and
yeah.
then I think some people are going to split off with like Human Torch, or I think it's like Thunderbolts, New Avengers, some people in Wakanda, and then like the Fantastic Four and the X-Men. They're all like kind of jumbled together. But I think they could be also alternate universe versions where it's like Cyclops. I think Cyclops is going to make it out.
Yeah,
I would say so.
Because like he's not an OP character.
And I feel like, well, he's usually the leader of the X-Men in the comics.
Yeah.
And there's been all these movies where, like, he's just never gotten his moment, never gotten his comic-accurate suit.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they want to show him some love because the whole thing of bringing back these characters is kind of, while they're at it, what they try to do with Wolverine is, like, in the Deadpool Wolverine is, like, give him a comic-accurate suit, give him some more moments like that. But I kind of didn't like that because they killed it off his character with such an amazing movie with Logan, and they kind of ruined that arc. And then now with Doomsday, you're going to see like Professor X die again, because I don't know if you remember in Multiverse of Madness, like he dies there too. So it's like, how many times are you going to see this? And then in Logan he dies.
Yeah.
My favorite scene in Logan is though when he's like talking about the Taco Bell. He's like, get the new taco, get it with cheese, get like. That scene's so funny.
Yeah, but that's the cool thing part about the multiverse.
That's the thing, yeah.
Things can happen that like are across the board that will happen to different characters, and then you can still bring them back for other opportunities.
Right. I think they're needed for a type of mission like this. So I have some faith, but I think Secret Wars is going to be like the big movie. Yeah, that I'm really looking forward to.
I think it'll be interesting to see how they introduce Doctor Doom here. Mm-hmm. And set it up, because they might do it like a part 1, part 2 kind of deal. Because Infinity War versus Endgame was kind of like a part 1, part 2.
Pretty much.
Where you brought everybody in, you're fighting at Wakanda, everything goes well, everything's going great. Oh, Thanos is here. Like, reverse time to save our, don't kill. You killed the stone.
The time stone. Yeah.
And then it wasn't the time stone. It was the vision.
The Mind Stone.
Mind Stone.
Yeah, the Mind Stone.
You blow up the Mind Stone. Yeah. And then everyone's like, yeah. And then it just like reverse time. And then it's like, wait, what?
That was messed up.
And then boom, Vision's dead. And it's like, yo, what just happened?
We need those moments in this film.
Like, yeah, like it's like we just won. We are in the brink of victory. Boom. You lost.
Snap. Yeah.
Boom. You lost. And then you just watch everybody just crumble away. It's crazy.
I don't know what they're going to. I mean, I'm assuming that like some people are going to definitely die. Like they have to do it because Doomsday, they got to show us that he's a menace. But how are they going to capture the magic of that? What is going to be their moment where it's like, because we already know that like with the multiverse, and I mean, what made that ending of Infinity War so shocking is like we thought these characters were untouchable. Yeah, and especially because they were literally about to win, and you're like, how the heck are they going to like lose this?
Yeah, there's no way. Thor, Black Panther, Captain America, Iron Man,
it's like they
Vision,
it's like they
Wanda. You're like
they threw the ball at the 1 yard line.
Yeah, like they're running to Seattle.
Malcolm Butler interception.
Malcolm Butler
from
Thanos. I mean, it's just crazy to me that that they had so many stacked players playing for them.
Thor was literally the most OP he was.
He was the most broken.
Yeah. And I think the whole thing was like they weren't together though, because Iron Man and everyone, they were stuck on the planet, and that's how they're going to do it. Everyone's going to be split up. Yeah, I mean, the Avengers are not the same Avengers. You don't the whole cast, like you don't have your Captain Americas, your Black Widow, your Iron Man. Like you're fighting. Technically, who's the leader? Like really, like there's no set leader, and I think that's going to be a big kind of conflict within the team. Is like, they're going to be so dysfunctional because they're like not only from different multiverses now, because before like the Guardians of the Galaxy and Avengers and like the Wakandans is like they're in the same multiverse. They're same Earth 616. Yeah. But they're just on different planets, and that was kind of how they butted heads. But now it's like, dude, we're not even in the same universe, and we're supposed to come together and fight this guy who's going to try to destroy all our universes. Like there's going to be a lot of weight there. Yeah. It'll definitely be interesting. So what Earth are they going to be on for this? I think
they'll probably say it in the first scene.
I would say like 616 is definitely going to be like, where the Thunderbolts and all of them are. That's the main timeline. We're going to see that. But I think a lot of the film's going to take place on I believe the X-Men universe. Okay. I think maybe, or like the Fantastic Four world. I think those are going to be kind of Because if
main
they,
drivers, yeah.
because I think the whole thing is like, if let's say Doom just comes into 616 and starts destroying that would be like almost too crazy to start off with. Like I think the whole thing is like, you got to preserve the main timeline.
He's gonna destroy some other universe and just wipe it out of the planet, and the TVA is gonna be like, this dude is wiping out universes. He's not supposed to do that.
Yeah, and I think that's one thing I do like about Deadpool and Wolverine is like they do set up some good like lore for kind of how the multiverse ending would go. And I think the whole thing is like with the Fox universe ending in that movie was like that it's supposed to end when it's supposed to end. And I believe the whole thing was like there's one person though that's like carrying the timeline. Like I think it was like Wolverine died and that's why the timeline was dying. Like and now like I think it's called the anchor being.
Yeah, the anchor being.
The anchor being.
Of the timeline,
yeah, and I believe that Doom, I think he comes from a world where his whole family is his planet where his family's dead, everything like that, and I think he's trying to come to destroy all the other universes.
Is he the anchor in his universe?
I think he's the anchor, and I think his world is dying as well.
Oh, so he needs to save his universe.
Maybe save his universe, but I mean, and
then he uses the baby to save the universe because the
potentially. I think that's going to be the motive there if they go with some runs from the comics. But again, the thing with these Avengers movies is crazy that they have to hide all this stuff because there's just so many rumors you can do.
Yeah, there's a lot you can do. I think it's Luckily though, they usually pick the best version of the rumors.
They usually do.
So Game of Thrones, for instance, picked the worst version of the rumors in the last season.
Yeah.
They were like, we're going to pick something that no one's ever going to guess. John gets sent to the Black Wall after killing his lover, and we're going to have a cripple be the king of King's Landing. It's like, what? So like, but Marvel turns it into, Spider-Man's going to have two other Spider-Mans, Tobey Maguire. They're going to bring him back for sure.
Right.
It's like, no, there's no rumors. It's all fake.
Right.
And then, boom, you have that moment in the theaters where everyone goes nuts. And they all show up. And then, like, all the TikTok reels of the audience of, like, everyone going to the movie theater.
It's like a Travis Scott concert.
Give me Peter. And then it opens up, and he just walks in. He's like, oh, hey, guys. Yeah. And everyone's like, and he, like, takes off the head, and he's like, hey. And he's like, whoa. And like everyone's, that was like almost like Avengers Endgame crazy.
It was crazy. And it hit during COVID because like we didn't really have those epic theater moments as much anymore because, we experienced Endgame and then it's like, well, now it's a global pandemic. And then we get that. And especially because those Spider-Man were supposed to have more movies. And they kind of just got cut off, and we thought like, with the Sony contracts and Marvel, like they're never going to bring them back. But they did it, and like that's kind of created like the domino effect of like legacy characters coming back. And I think the Spider-Man did it the best because it worked for the story. But now like people they do like a legacy sequels for everything now. Yeah, and it's starting to die off because
good and bad.
It's a good and bad thing.
The Wolverine Deadpool one was definitely like funny because it was more so like Ryan Reynolds in real life being Deadpool in real life. Versus like the Deadpool character and Wolverine character.
Yeah.
So I thought that was funny because that was more like a real life funny.
Yeah.
In terms of lore of the character, you had your Logan, you had all these other amazing closures to the character. But yeah, I think it's awesome the way they set up the multiverse.
Yeah,
it'll be interesting though to see what happens.
I mean, definitely there's going to be a lot of just like tying up everything else that has been kind of set up. But I think they've done a decent job at trying to close off some of the plot holes. The biggest problem with the Marvel movies, though, is all these post-credit scenes just not going anywhere.
Yeah, right.
And
even the one for Doctor Strange.
Yeah, like it's going
like where did that guy go? Like he was supposed to take away the magic of all these magicians.
Oh, Mordo, yeah.
And he just nothing.
Nowhere, yeah.
Everyone was like, "Oh my God, he's gonna steal all the power from all the magicians and all the people that went to." Whatever the camp was.
They should let those be because I think Captain America Brave New World was definitely one of the worst Marvel movies I've seen. And it wasn't because, Sam Wilson's character. It was because they were trying to make this an Incredible Hulk 2 like homework packet where they're trying to complete these like old, characters that were set up. And it was just kind of random. Like that wasn't something built up because, it's been at that point it was 17 years since those characters were first on screen, and they end up having the leader being the villain, which he was literally in one post-credit scene.
Yeah.
And then you do it in like a Captain America movie. It's like, and I know why they did it. It's because the Universal still has the rights to Hulk. And they cannot make a Hulk movie. And I think that's also why Hulk is in Brand New Day. So they want to give Hulk more moments. And I don't know what he's going to do in Doomsday. I don't think I saw him in the trailer either.
Yeah, I don't think I did either.
So are like Hulk and Spider-Man and Punisher, are they going to be like in their own multiverse? Like what? That's what has me intrigued. I really want them to bring.
They could also not be in there just because of Marvel not wanting to give spoilers for what happens in the movie,
which is fair.
Which I like.
Yeah.
I don't like. I am not a big proponent of prequel movies. So things that lead up, so you know who survives and who dies and who lives.
Right. It takes away from the story itself.
Yeah, like it's like, oh hey, let me go to flashbacks in a movie are different, obviously, because it's a flashback creating a memory. But like when you have a movie and you're basically trying to kill this character, but they're in a movie that happens 2 years later, the same character.
Yeah.
Like
it doesn't hit the same.
It doesn't hit the same because I'm like sitting there and I'm like, this guy's not gonna die.
Right.
I'm watching a scene where he's like on the brink of death and I'm like, he's not dying.
He's not dying, yeah.
Like, or you watch a new Mission Impossible movie and you don't know the future and you watch it and you're like, is Tom Cruise going to die right here?
Is he going to, yeah.
I mean, it's like literally he could die right now, or one of his side characters could die, or one of like his gadgetry guys could literally die right now. Like you don't know. But if you like watched, like if they went there and then they went back a scene, you know they're not going to die because they're in the future.
Right.
Like it's just,
Right.
So not a big fan of that. But it'll be interesting to see what they do with whether or not they release trailers with them after the movie. We'll see.
There has to be a post-credit scene. Like,
there's got to be.
And it's going to be huge.
Yeah. It better be. It better tie directly into the
It has to. Because
Doomsday.
If they don't, like, if let's say they just end the movie and it's a good movie or whatever, but like they don't have any like setup for, Spider-Man, the biggest character.
Yeah.
He should be the leader.
Huge.
He should be the leader of the Avengers.
He honestly should
to take on the torch of Iron Man, which I think he's going to lead Secret Wars. Like I feel like that's going to be like a movie where Spider-Man is the center. I hope, because if they're not going to have him in Doomsday, really, then, why aren't you prioritizing your big characters and prioritizing the other ones? So we'll see how it goes. But I definitely would agree with you that they're probably hiding a lot of stuff. You know how Marvel is.
Yeah.
They literally.
I like it, though. I know. Really do. Well, I'm a big fan of it.
It's just crazy because, like, in, like, every trailer, especially, like, with No Way Home, when, like, they would show, like, all the Spider-Man, like it looked like they were all fighting together, but they would literally, like, wipe them out, and it would just be like Tom Holland like in this giant, there's a lot of space between them. It's like, and then you watch the movie, it's like, yeah, they were actually there.
Yeah.
They know.
Why did this alligator take a punch to the face?
Right. Like, it's like, who's fighting him?
Yeah.
Like,
who's fighting this guy? Look at this.
It's not
Watch
Sue
this.
Storm. It's not someone invisible. It's gotta be, Andrew Garfield then.
It's gotta be. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I feel like they have so many avenues to travel down, but I just am so excited for this movie. Yeah. It is going to be peak for sure.
I hope so.
It'll set it up.
I got my tickets booked already for Doomsday.
I'll say it will set it up.
Yeah.
For the next showing. So yeah, it's perfect.
Dude, it was crazy. Like Doomsday tickets are already all sold out, and they decided to just drop them in the middle of July. Yeah. Like, it's crazy. They've been doing some bold marketing choices, which I like. But I mean, it's gonna be a big movie. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be hard finding tickets. But then it's like, I'm a big fan of Dune, and it's like Dune 3. Like, I have to get tickets that same day. I mean, there's not gonna be, like, I guess, as many spoilers because, like, it's already a book, and like they pretty much are going to go along with the book. Yeah. I'm assuming they're going to do some things different. I mean, same thing can be applied to, Doomsday. It's a comic book. They already kind of did with Dune. Yeah. Anna Joy Taylor should have been alive. Yeah. They should have killed her. Right. So like she should have been alive as the sibling, and then like killing her was one of the reasons that Paul Atreides actually went and killed everybody. Yeah. Was he was like, I can't protect my sister. I need to know how to win. Right. And then he goes and takes the juice and becomes the Lisan al-Gaib. Lisan al-Gaib.
But like the craziest part to me is that they didn't even put that in there. They kind of just was like, oh, here's this baby that talks to you. It's like, what are we doing?
Yeah. We'll see.
Like the pregnant Bene Gesserit who gives the memories to the baby, and now the baby is like a full-fledged human making decisions in the pregnancy of the mom. It's just, yeah.
Speaking of Dune, I guess, like, what are your other most anticipated movies for this year?
Dune is it. Like,
Dune is
it is, yeah. Like, I am so excited for Paul Atreides. I'm so excited to see how Jason Momoa comes back into the universe.
Duncan, Idaho. I don't know how they're going to do. I think he's maybe.
I think they never showed him like physically dying, like dying. Like he was
no, because
dead.
he was just like in the.
But he got stabbed and he was fighting all these guys and they struck him down. Like they could have healed him and brought him. Like it's a space sci-fi movie with crazy technology. Well, like they brought back Darth Vader from burning alive.
Right.
They can probably bring back Duncan, Idaho. But like at the same time, like the way they set it up in the trailer just seems so interesting. You talk like an Atreides, like he's ascended. Like Paul Atreides is ascended from this king behavior, from like the Duke of Arrakis to some now sentient being of like all knowing.
It's gonna be a dark movie.
It's gonna be very interesting, and the reason he does is because he sees the vision of like Zendaya and the kids enjoying their time in the sand, and then they're gonna bring the water. Like I don't know if they're visions or if they're like real or if it's like part of the lore, because sometimes they
get more psychological.
They've done a lot of different like plays of the trailer. Yeah, I don't know if you saw the original trailer. Yeah, actually had Paul and Zendaya switch places. So Zendaya was the one that was actually fighting in the sands, in the streets, against the I forget what they're called, the Zakar or
I think that's
some similar, the army of that was sworn to the emperor. They were fighting, and in the trailer, you notice that it was Paul Atreides who was fighting and doing that scene where he like slices the knife and like holds down. But in the movie, they swap places. So the movie, it's actually Zendaya. And it's interesting because like the trailer differs from the actual movie that was presented.
Yeah, they do that a lot.
Which is nuts.
Right. It's crazy because like they will record like multiple takes or like, you know, different things, and they'll be like, yeah, we'll probably use that in the trailer.
Yeah, like it's crazy.
Straight up just like these studios, they're just like gaslighting us because they know, like, you know, and especially with a film that is, you know, doing the book, like it's we already know like what's going to happen, so it's like if they can give us at least that mystery, it just makes the I guess the stakes you know, and actually matter. Yeah,
I think it's cool because it's like that Paul Atreides character is like, especially with Robert Pattinson coming in, it's going to be like, I'm going to try to kill Paul Atreides, and then the queen or the princess or however you want to label her. Yeah. She goes, oh my God, you just killed us. Like you've just signed your own death warrant because you wanted to kill somebody. Yeah. Like that aura is unmatched. It is unmatched. Like the fact that you have someone who's like, I'm going to try to kill Paul Atreides, I'm going to go kill him. And then someone saying, you attempting to kill him means that you are going to die. You've set yourself on a path for death.
I mean, yeah, he's a sentient. He's going to release all havoc on him.
Yeah. The coolest part to me is they subtly introduced how he can predict the future, like in the first movie.
Yeah, because he has those visions.
But like the visions came when he was fighting Jamis. Yeah. Like when he was originally fighting Jamis, he like, you kind of watched the fight play out, and then like you saw him like where he would lose. Right. But then him and his visions, like, and then it like kind of went back to him. Yeah. And then he would go fight him. And then like, and then in real time he would beat him and understand and know all of his moves. And then in the lore,
isn't that part of like the Bene Gesserit like kind of powers? Yeah. Right. Yeah,
like sort of.
Because like he kind of sees that when he does like the box.
But you're not supposed to see the future.
But you're not supposed to, right?
You're not supposed to see all future paths.
Is that like set for the audience then, kind of?
The Bene Gesserit is more so like they can control people's voices and thoughts and outcomes.
So are we
like they'll make like if I say like give me that give me that Gatorade Zero.
Yeah.
With the voice,
Yeah.
you would then do the action and give it to me and sit back down, and you wouldn't know that happened. You would lose consciousness.
That's the whole part of the power.
That's the Bene Gesserit, the voice, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you tell people to do things, and then they would do it, and they wouldn't have no recollection of it.
Right.
And so that's how they like basically persuade the emperor to do all these things, because they were the ones plotting behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Because the emperor didn't have any memory of it, and they would use the voice, and other people would forget about it, etc.
Mm-hmm.
And then he has since he's the Lisan al-Gaib, he's the predictor of the future. He's the guy that drives the future and understands it.
Yes.
So he is a different power because he is the one.
He's the one, yeah.
Yeah. So then like he didn't unlock his power until he became like with the worm, basically, with the desert spring tears, you know, the whole plot theory.
Oh yeah.
But the little glimpses of him having that, ever since the Bene Gesserit talked to him, he was able to see the future fight with Jamis and understand how to beat him, his counterattack moves, and he would just do it. And then everyone sat there and was like, this dude has no combat experience against any of us, and he just beat us 1-to-1 hand combat. Like, he just beat our best fighter. How did he beat our best fighter? And then that's when Stilgar became a believer. Yeah. Because once he took him, he was like, you are one of us now. Yeah. And he's like, and then he's like, now I believe. Like, I believe. Like, he was full-fledged belief.
Yeah.
And then even with the earlier scene where he's like, how'd you know how to tie your boots like that? And then he's like, it just seemed right. And he's like, and then she said something like Ashigi or something like that, which is like, he will know our way. Yeah. Which is part of the prophecy.
The prophecy, yeah.
It is I love the prophecy kind of movies. I love Dune type of movies where it's sci-fi. It can almost be as big as Star Wars, if not already as big as Star Wars.
I mean,
just like the first original 3 movies and first
Frank Herbert's original novel is a big inspiration for Star Wars and just all of, I guess, modern sci-fi, especially with the spice, plot, and just the overall, like, who's the chosen one. So in a way, it's like, these Dune movies are so special because it's like, in a way, it feels like when the Star Wars new movies kind of failed, we got the Dune trilogy. And, Denis Villeneuve, he's a masterclass director. He, made Blade Runner 2049, Sicario, Prisoners. I mean, he can do it all. Like, and with this whole Dune trilogy, like, it's probably going to go down as potentially the best trilogy ever if it goes correct.
Yeah, I think 3. For like sci-fi, it's pretty much up there with Star Trek, Star Wars.
Yeah,
it's definitely the same trajectory.
Right.
The storyline is just like so unique in the fact that it's not as good bad guy goody two shoes. It's more political, but also
it's definitely yeah.
But it also still has that aspect of good and bad and good and evil.
Yeah,
like it still has it.
Of course, yeah.
So it's like it does a better. It's almost like the Andor kind of style. The Andor versus like the actual Star Wars film style, where it's not like, oh, you have a chosen one and there's good guys and then there's Sith who are evil guys and there's a big break in the middle.
Yeah.
It's like, no, these guys are people fighting for spice. Spice rules the world. Whoever owns the spice owns the world. Like, it's a whole political game of like owning and conquering the spice. And then there's a whole like board game on it. There's a video game on it. I don't know if you know this. There's literally a video game where it's open world Dune, and you can literally create your own area, live underground.
That's sick.
Like you can go mine spice. You can go sell spice. You can go build your own house, facilities, ships, like cruisers, everything. Like you can literally be in the Dune universe, build your own character, and do everything.
That's
like ride sandworms, etc. Like you can do everything. It's crazy. So, like, in terms of, like, the political kind of games, it's kind of, like, reminds you of, like, a Game of Thrones versus Lord of the Rings. Like, yeah.
Nothing beats, like, a good, like, just, I guess, like, and the way they're kind of, like, coming-of-age stories as well. Because you see, the way Paul Atreides is, like, this young little boy. His dad is, like, so much aura. Like, he's the king, and, like, he's kind of discovering, his past and just kind of trying to build that legacy.
That's Poe Dameron, dude.
And it's crazy because it's like the Odyssey.
It's crazy.
It's like the Odyssey as well. It's like, you're finding out about your father's legacy, and then all these people are betraying you, even though they were close to you and supposed to be like, servants in a way.
Yeah.
And you just find out that, everything wasn't as it seemed, and now you are the one who's having to kind of get your lick back.
Yeah.
In a way. But I mean, about like just coming age stories, like I really like this movie called Donnie Darko. It came out in 2001. It stars Jake Gyllenhaal, and it's about this story where he sees this bunny in the middle of the night. It's this guy dressed in a bunny costume, or we don't know if it's even a guy. Like, it's just, he seems like imaginary, and he tells him that the world is going to end in 28 days, 6 hours, 42 minutes, and 12 seconds. And with that in mind, he kind of just like doesn't question it ever. He like sees him in the middle of the night, and then the next morning he wakes up, but he was like, he fell asleep in the middle of like this golf course. And then he goes back to his house, and it turns out that a jet engine crashed into his bedroom, and he was supposed to die if he was sleeping that night. So now the whole story is him kind of unraveling, why was he chosen? Why was he selected to come in the middle of the night to see this bunny who told him that the world is going to end? And we find out that he is on this journey to literally save the world, and that there's this like canon event that happened. And it's trippy as crap, and there's a lot of science behind it, but I have a whole video coming out as the recording of this. This is July 27th. Tomorrow, July 28th at 7 o'clock, I have a whole video breaking down the movie. And it's fun because it's like, it's, sci-fi a little bit, but it's presented in like a coming of age story. It takes place in the 1980s. So, and like, there's like a great cast, and it's not only Jake Gyllenhaal, you got like Drew Barrymore in it. Seth Rogen, like it's a whole random cast. Pretty
piece of actors.
It's a cool movie. It's very underrated. You can watch it for free on YouTube right now as well. So, but like, I guess like it's just like you see him become this like superhero almost, but it's not like a superhero movie. It's just like a normal movie. So yeah, I really like that one. That just had me thinking about that.
That reminds me of the one with Nick Cage where he like is the end of the world.
Oh yeah,
you remember that one with the time capsule?
Yeah.
Where he's like scratching on the door, and there was like coordinates for like every disaster event ever.
Yeah.
And then he like goes, I think it's called like Knowing or something like that. I think Knowing. And he goes to each disaster event, and he's like, these are coordinates. These are people who are going to die. Whatever, this, that, etc. And he's like New York subway is gonna have an accident. People are gonna die. Like this is gonna happen.
It's like Final Destination.
Yeah.
And I love those movies.
And he's like, no, like you're wrong. You're creating panic. This is all wrong. Like you're all wrong, whatever. And then literally it happens. And then like one of the head guys is like, how did you know? Like, how did you know? Yeah.
I've just loved those movies, those moments in movies. It's kind of frustrating when you like, you know something that the main character knows, and then everyone else is like hysterical to it. Yeah. And then like you find out, oh, he's right. Like the Odyssey is like a perfect example of that, where it's like
with the meat scene too.
Right. It's like he knows what's happening, and then like at the end it's like it's Odysseus, but everyone doesn't believe it is. Right. And then like he actually proves himself, but that's the part of the movie going experiences,
or even the meat scene where they eat the meat and they're hysterical about like, no, we want to eat meat. Yeah, we don't care. No, we're not getting favorable wins. They don't listen to him at all. They don't listen to him, and they betray the gods, and then they get the favorable wins, but then they all end up dying anyways. Yeah,
there's a lot of these movies. A big thing is about like loyalty, loyal to the gods. Whether it's like Dune, being
loyal to the Lisan al-Gaib.
Like that's why I like it. It's just like with like sci-fi it's just like world building. It's like there's this thing, and what I really like about the Odyssey is that we don't see Poseidon, we don't see Zeus. Right. We don't even see the sirens on the like when the siren cry is happening on the rocks.
Like you see them. We see them actors.
Yeah, but like we never like hear the noise. Yeah, like I think that's a good. And again, like Kylo Ren with the mask, like it's just you need to have some sort of mystery throughout these movies. And then I kind of going back to the Donnie Darko I was talking about, I was like, there's not like a clear answer for everything. You kind of, it's up to the audience to interpret what's happening, but like you get a clear understanding, but you're not given all the pieces to the pie. Mm-hmm. You get a little taste of it.
Even Shutter Island is talked
Shutter
about.
Island. Oh yeah.
So it's talked about so often because of the ending.
Yes.
And then like you have this patient of like, okay, at the end of Shutter Island, did he actually realize that he was himself, or was he just back into his own illusion again? Yeah. Was he realizing that he was himself and he played this acting actor role so that he could go into like the mental restate or whatever it was, the mental facility, and that basically reset him or whatever? Or was he actually in his previous state where he was, where he like went back to, I need to get out of here. I'm a cop. Like we're investigating this island's crazy.
That's crazy because like you're talking about Shutter Island, like that same year in 2010, there's Inception with Leonardo DiCaprio and the ending with the pin. It's like,
same thing.
What actually, like, did it work out? Did it not?
Yeah.
Like, is it still in the dream state?
He's
like
flipping and then it slowly stops down and cut the movie.
Right. Like,
and there's so many conversations of whether or not it actually resolved. And the thing is that it's all part of psychology in the fact that we still talk about these movies is because our brains our brains are okay and give dopamine to finish stories, things that have closure, things that are done for. So then you build a story of like in Inception, the pin went down and he's safe. But then the conversation comes when someone meets them and says, no, the pin didn't drop. You never saw it drop in the movie. Yeah. Go watch it again. And then the conversations clash. And then it becomes a long talking theory about what actually happened.
It's like the Mandela effect. Like I remember when that was like popping off on the internet. Like it was just like, are the Bearstein Bears? Are they actually like? Is it spelled that way? I think that was the whole theory. Or like, oh god, it was like
there's a couple of Yu-Gi-Oh cards like Pikachu's.
Yeah, like
Pikachu's like stripes. That was another one.
Or like mascots. Like I think it was like it was some sort of like food mascot, and it was like, I don't know, Captain Crunch is not actually wearing like a ribbon on or feather on his hat.
A feather
like,
on his hat, yeah.
I think it was something like that, or definitely some sort of cereal brand. Like
there's cereal brands out there, Pokemon, like name brands. McDonald's had a couple things on there.
I remember,
like there was so many.
But it caused so much like discourse on the internet, and then it just reminds me of like, you know, it's just like what's beautiful about like movies, especially when they can create so much like of that you know, mystery behind it. Like the ending of like Inception is like just the discourse around it. Like I mean, like you remember like the blue and gold dress?
Yes.
Like,
oh my god,
like people are like, no, it's actually this. No, it's actually this. It's like we don't even know. You could be colorblind. The lighting could have been affected. The Photoshop, like
the lighting definitely affected it.
It's the lighting
for sure.
It's definitely the lighting.
And I think that the way people were viewing the image also mattered.
Yes.
No matter how much your brightness or how low your brightness was, like what device you're looking at it on, like if you're looking at an Android or iPhone or a computer or a tablet, TV, like all the different aspects show different types of colors based on what was being presented.
Yeah. I mean, no one, the answer to that question of what the color was, it's no one's right. We don't know. I think that's like part of the phenomenon behind it is like, with the whole digital social media world is like, and especially with AI now, I know, you know, it's a big thing. It's like, what is real? What is not, like, like the whole illusion behind it. And I think a lot of people are scared because it's like, you know, people are living in realities where it's like, they are seeing stuff and consuming stuff that like, they don't even know is like actually real and consuming facts. And it's like, well, with a film like, you know, the Odyssey or just like anything in general, like pop culture wise, like just providing some sort of, you know, we need to think for ourselves, but we also need to, you know, look beyond, you know, the answers that are given to us. And I think like with everything getting more like philosophical and people having more independence, especially with like, I guess after like COVID, like people, you know, realizing like, hey, like I don't have to work 5 days a week. I can work 4 days a week. I can do my own schedule. Like there's a lot of independence with everyone. Yeah. And I think people have gotten smarter in that way. But I think a lot of people have also kind of been blinded and kind of live in their own pockets. Yeah. Which I
people
get.
Only think that the dress is black and they will not even enlighten the fact that it's the other way around.
And you can think about that with like politics too. But I mean, just some people are, you know, disillusioned. Some people know truth. And it's like, you know, there's always going to be discourse with everything. And I think what a lot of people though realize is the harm of social media is that you can literally live in a pocket where all your answers are technically right. Yeah. And then when you hear anything opposing in the real world, it's like, like, so
you could get on your feed everyone that says that in Inception,
Yes.
the ring didn't stop and it stayed up and he's actually in the dream world. So now your ending forever for Inception will be he's in the dream world and he actually never fulfilled his dream of getting back to his kids.
Yes.
Or vice versa, you could have it the other way. And it's like, well, which one's better, which one's worse? Well, it's up to interpretation.
Right.
Right? Because in that dream world, technically, he's living his full-fledged dream.
Yeah, everything works out in his favor.
You know what I mean? It's like he's not waking up, but he's also living his dream life.
Yeah.
Or it's reality, and in the reality, he's also still living his dream life. So it's like flip the coin. It's, pick a side of the head, but it's heads or tails. It's going to be one or the other.
It's one or the other. Yeah.
There's no in between.
But it's like it falls in the middle because it's like, well,
because you can debate
there's
both
still
sides.
both options. It's not like, imagine if because it's a pin. It's not like a flat surface.
Right.
So like, it's always going to be spinning technically.
Technically,
I mean, and even
it will
so,
never actually be like on flat.
Yeah. So that's cool with the whole concept of that. And I would say like I definitely. I've been doing my whole like film stuff for about like 5 years now. And with social media and TikTok, I've been, doing some reviews and stuff. And the way I've seen like film discourse change, it's like, it's not even people, I guess like disagreeing about whether you liked a movie or not. But like now it's like people are trying to be like, actually, it's wrong that you even like the movie. Like it's morally wrong.
That's crazy.
Because it's like a lot of people are like, hating on the Odyssey, and it's like, and especially like reviewers and stuff, it's because like the whole problem is like there's a lot of influencers now, and you don't know if someone's getting paid or not, and they could be just saying something, say something, or they could be hating something, hate something. A lot of people are like, there's some of my comments are like, oh, you're getting paid to like this movie. It's like, I like this movie and I'm not getting paid for this.
You're like, I wish.
And they're like,
where's that money at?
Right. And then they're like, oh, it's wrong that you like even enjoy something like this, and they're not even doing X, Y, Z. And it's like,
or like they
it's
main
not even about the
character's not
movie.
Greek.
Yeah,
the main character's not Greek. They didn't use the Greek pun. They didn't they didn't show the men on Odysseus's thing like
it's like are we
banging each other, like because that was part of the Odysseus lore. It's like, but like in the movie, like how would that even fit in? How would that be a part of the story? It makes sense. Like it's like you're hating on things that sometimes don't exist. Sometimes they maybe have some merit, but it's like logistically, like, are you gonna hire that many actors from Greece to do as good of a job as someone like Matt Damon?
Yeah, I know.
And like we're talking about Zendaya and Tom Holland,
A-list actors.
Like we're talking about people that have been doing this in the game for their entire life. Anne Hathaway, entire life. Like we're talking about people who are on the A-list of A-lists. Like these top celebs, like, they walk anywhere, everyone knows who they are.
You have to earn Nolan status.
Yeah.
As much as like pretentious that could sound or be, it's like he's the best of the best. No one's going to shoot 70mm IMAX for a 2-hour and 52-minute movie.
Yeah.
So, and I guess like people are upset with like this film, or people get upset about certain opinions because it's like I was saying, it's just like there's like a hyper reality where it's like, I mean. You could say this about the example with Sean. It's like, imagine living a reality where you don't watch any horror movies, and then you see a horror movie, you're gonna be freaked out, you're gonna be alarmed, and you're probably not gonna like it,
right?
Or you're gonna be actually, intrigued by it since it's your first time seeing something. Like I'd imagine like if I would watch a bunch of Marvel movies only, and then I saw like the Odyssey, like I'd be like either I don't know if I can connect with this, or I'd be intrigued by this
and be like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
So it's such like a big shift, and
you could have someone that like is like Sean, where they hate horror movies, and then you go online, you're like, this horror movie is awesome, it covers all the aspects of scaring, and then they're like, yeah, you're getting paid to watch this, no one likes horror movies. Well, it's like, that's your opinion, bro.
Yeah,
you don't like horror movies because you're scared, which is fine. You don't have to watch them,
right?
And you don't have to watch my reviews about them.
Yes,
but I liked it because I like scary movies. Like it's like, I'm not a big scary movie guy either. I'm more of like a thriller horror kind of movie. Like I like The Conjuring because I think it's more of like a thriller.
It is.
It's like, how is they going to solve this?
Right.
And it's like when they like pull up with like the dead ghost and everything's like, who's that? And it's like, that stuff's like sick to me. Cause I'm like, yo, like, where does that ghost going? And then they go in the image and you look at the image and it's like, okay, where's that from? Is it from like some sacrifice from like some time ago? Like, how are they going to solve this? Is this person still alive? Is someone doing like a ritual? Like, it kind of like thriller, like Scooby-Doo, but scary. is kind of my vibe, and like the whole like jump scare stuff where it's just like this and just
that's just
I'm just
cheap.
like
I hate that stuff too now.
I'm just like, bro, like it's not that crazy. But even Paranormal Activity was kind of interesting because it was like filmed on such a low budget, stuff like that. Like
it was something that worked with its time.
Yeah, and like it was like low budget, but like the film was so relative and realistic, where it was like cameras in houses were just being introduced. Scary. But also they were just being introduced into people's world, so it was like realistic for people to see things happening, and then like the door slamming shut. Like you know how cheap it is. You know how cheap it is to get a door to shut. Yeah. But like at the same time, it's Paranormal Activity, so like you don't know what's happening. Like
that reminds me of just the scene where it's in the kitchen and all the pans fall on her. Yeah. I was watching that like a sleepover as like a young kid, and I actually. I think I peed myself or something.
Yeah, like it's crazy.
It's terrifying,
but it's so simple to do.
It's so simple,
but it's awesome.
But it worked. It worked well, and that's one thing you really appreciate. Problem with a lot of movies, and I watched a lot of horror movies, is like they do stuff now just to be scary. Like there's no like I guess like intention of like being something more than just being scary. Yeah. And I think what a lot of horror movies are realizing now is like you can actually be a horror movie, but like be something beyond that. Like I don't know if you watched Weapons.
I did not, but I know the entire movie.
Yeah. So like I mean the whole thing is like with the children running out in the middle of the night. It's more so like it reminds me of like, did you ever see Prisoners or like?
I don't think I saw Prisoners.
Okay. So,
but I know all
it's
about
like missing kids. It's more of like a child.
Oh yes. No, I saw Prisoners. Yes.
Okay. So it's
with,
like a Hugh Jackman. Yeah. So it's
Jake Gyllenhaal. Yeah.
So it's like that. It's more of like a child abduction movie, but there is more of like a horror element to it. Yeah. And which is why the film works, is because it's like it's a movie. Yeah. It's not just like a witch and it's not just like a horror movie. Right. And I think with Obsession. Did you see Obsession?
I didn't see it, but I know I also saw basically the whole thing.
Right.
I know what it is front to back. I mean, I know all the scenes. Right. So like
instead of it just being just like there's this scary demon, like blah 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 jump scares. Right. It's like this film was actually like imagine if you could wish, for anything you want to happen. Yeah. And let's say, you like this girl.
You only get one wish.
Right. You like this girl. And then it's like, she will do whatever you want. And it'll be all, rainbows and sunshines. And then it's like, be careful what you wish for. And that's what the whole film plays off of. And then at the same time, it's like, it's intense, but like it plays off of like the horror of just like, you wish for something and you have to deal with the consequences
of the extreme.
Yeah. Right. And then like just the whole like, like when is this going to end? Because it's something that's permanent. So
like the duct tape on the door.
Like
was
you don't
crazy.
like when, like you're going to the end of this film and you're like, how the heck are they going to end this? Yeah. And that's what makes, I guess, like horror really good. And now it's like people are just talking about Obsession.
I thought the end was really good, by the way.
Oh, it was amazing.
The end was just like fire. Like
they like they were supposed to do a original ending before. I believe that I think one of them, they were both supposed to live, and it was supposed to be like I think Bonnie and Clyde, where they like just both be like weird and evil. Or
interesting. He gives her a thing and tells you the wish that I was obsessed with you.
Yeah, or I think like she shoots him. I think it was something where it's like one of them kills each other or they both live. Mm-hmm. But I love how it's like he's kind of accepting his life now, and then like he took the medication, the pills, and then like he ends up like dying, and then just you see her snap out of it, and she
starts screaming,
and she's screaming, and it's like it's so dark because it's like the whole movie she's like going through like her whole life with like no consent at all, and this guy was just like taking advantage of it, and she sees like everything that happened to her, and it's like holy crap.
Like she's basically watching in third person.
Like it's
in first person.
It's so dark, and it's like,
and like even the moments when it was like she was talking to him being like kill me now, like kill me please.
That's like horrifying.
Like and he's like, what are you talking about? And there's a theory that like the cat's soul, when the cat died, jumped into her body.
Ooh, I haven't heard about that.
You haven't heard that one?
That's an interesting one.
So like,
That makes sense though,
because she like hides in the corner and she like really acts like a cat.
Oh yeah,
all the time.
She keeps talking about the cat. Ooh.
Like sits in the corner, like away, like kind of like looking and always watching the owner as a cat. So they think that, like the dead soul of the cat goes into the body and then becomes obsessed.
Yeah, I mean, and she, that's actually.
It's a very interesting theory.
He kind of treats her like a pet.
Yeah.
But like a sexual, like, partner type of thing. And it's like, but that's how, like, I guess, like, people who experience, like, victims, like it's almost like, there's people who don't even treat people like people and almost like pets or even worse. It's like, so it's
a very interesting theory because it could be true because there's moments and scenes where like the way she moves is like very like cat-like,
right?
Which could just be like the character she's in, like she's possessed by like some type of thing.
Yeah, but like I mean, the cat dying is not like just coincidental. Like,
right, it's part of the movie.
It's part of the movie, so it's like
they wouldn't just throw that in there for no reason.
Like it's almost like an eye for an eye,
right?
Like, yeah, your cat dies, you're going through all this, and like you want this girl, and it's like, well, what if I can, get this? And it's like, but then like. You don't get the thing that you actually want. It's a nightmare.
Right.
And it's
such an interesting film. The way they did it, low budget too. They didn't really pay people that much money, but they also at the same time, like, they probably, hopefully got.
They definitely get like a bonus because the film was a $750,000 budget and it made, I think, like $408 million. Which is like one of the most profitable movies, especially horror since
the most profitable ratio I've ever heard of in my entire life.
Since next Blair Witch Project,
or maybe next to like Paranormal Activity.
Oh yeah.
Because that was the budget was like less than $100K.
Right.
Like they literally just filmed. They could probably film that in like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
The way they did that, it was so cheap, so like just whatever. But it was also like so good because it just was so simple.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's like nighttime, night vision camera. What's going to happen? And you're just sitting there watching it like you're watching like a cop video on TikTok.
Yeah, right.
And you're sitting there just like, where's the, like, you're like looking for like, where is it going to happen? Like, is it the door? Is it the window? Is it the blankets? Is it like you're just kind of like panning all over the screen, like waiting for something to happen.
And it's like, it's so low quality and like
I know.
Well lit. So it's like
makes it almost realistic.
It makes it scary. And well, that's another thing I really liked about Obsession was like the lighting aspect of it.
Yeah.
Like how you would like literally not even see if like Nikki was in the corner or not. And like if you did, you can see her silhouette like slightly moving and like
cat behavior.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, bro. She's sitting in the corner like a cat, dude.
I'm kind of like a fan of this theory now.
It's like so crazy. I feel like it's true though. Cause like
I mean, it's just the fact that like they show the cat dying and it's like, you just don't show a cat to die. Like, I get it. Like in like a lot of horror movies, like they'll have like pets die, and it's usually like because like the demon is just like trying to take an innocent
or like the kid
life.
or like whatever the double personality person comes out and like the bad version of the personality comes out and kills the pet, and then you're just like,
oh my god, that reminds me. I've watched Evil Dead Burn, and
never seen the movie.
It just came out. And it's another installment of the Evil Dead series, and they're really brutal with what they do with an animal in that film. And that was like, I don't like what they did with that, but I would feel like Obsession. It's I would say a very clever movie, and I think like the cat dying is definitely like
it's got to be connected.
It's got to be connected, and especially because she like cooks the cat. Like they use the cat like the cat is like mentioned many times, and it's like,
I'm telling you, I heard the theory and I watched a lot of clips and I was like, this makes a lot of sense. Have you ever heard of I think it's Hide and Seek?
I have not. No,
I forget who's in it.
It's an older like
I think it's Robert De Niro.
Oh,
I think Robert De Niro's in it.
Really?
And basically there's like I don't want to spoil it because I think you'd really like it.
Yeah.
But there's basically an event that happens throughout the movie, and they kind of go to flashbacks back and forth, and there's like they're talking to the kid, and the kid's kind of has like a friend.
Oh.
And you don't know who the friend is.
Oh.
And you kind of go through the movie about the friend.
Okay.
And then like you can just kind of progress through the movie, and it's kind of like a mystery of like, who's this friend? Like, who do you keep talking to? And then they're like, he's right there in the closet. And you're like, yo,
Yeah, I like when films do
Yo, like
that.
no.
You've seen like
It's really good. It's honestly so good.
You've seen like The Sixth Sense, right?
Yeah.
Like that twist, it's like, whoa.
Yeah. That one's crazy. There's some real I mean even The Conjuring too, we've talked about that a little before. I just like those kind of movies where you have the aspect of scary, but it's also like it has a story.
Yeah.
The stories behind scary movies definitely make it more fun, more enjoyable, more fun to watch.
Yeah, when you have a story, like you actually, care about the characters, and it makes you more scared because it's like, imagine if like, the things that happen in a horror movie would happen to you in real life or your friends or family. It's like,
and sometimes they're so relatable that it can actually happen in real life.
Right, and especially like, paranormal activity, like
that's a big one.
Like the way it's shot, it's like, wow, that looks like my kitchen.
That looks like my camera in my house. In my house. I leave my door open. I'm never leaving my door open again.
And it's just like to see horror done in that aspect is so cool. And I think that's another reason why like the Blair Witch Project was such a big hit, because it's like, you see this like kind of like point of view, like, found footage horror film, and it like looks like you're like actually there with them, or like you're looking at this like old home video, and it's like, oh, you see all this messed up things happen, and it's like, to a 1999 audience, it's like, whoa, like, yeah, was this like a actual movie we found, or like should we be watching this? It like gives that like just rawness to it.
Yeah. All right, let's go into let's start ranking some movies now, because I want to make sure we get this before our time's up.
I was about to say,
So let's make sure we rank all of the amazing movies. So we've talked about Christopher Nolan way too much, so let's do him first.
Okay.
Let's rank. What do you think should we do top 5?
I'm not gonna lie, I wrote down like all his films.
Okay.
But I think top 5.
Top 5.
Because we have to,
and then we can do some honorable mentions in there. We can have some honorable mentions. Yeah. But let's go with top 5. What's your number 5?
Oh, this is going to get hot right away.
Okay.
Tenet.
You think Tenet's number 5? Okay.
It is generally regarded as Nolan. Like, a lot of people don't really like that.
I thought it was good. I thought
it was amazing.
I personally think you need to have a good engineering mind in order to actually understand the concept of the movie, to understand the like story behind it.
Right.
Because when Robert Pattinson says, "This is the end of our journey, but just the beginning," people are like, "What, dude? What did you just say?"
I know.
But if you understand the concept of the reverse time, he literally is going to go back in time, reverse it like probably tens of years, and then go back in time forward to meet his friends, and then like go back in time again and go back forward again.
Yeah.
Like basically doing it 3 times.
I love it because I think like prior, Inception, Interstellar, not really the Batman films, but like I guess those 2 of his big anchor movies that a lot of people generally regard as one of his favorites. I might feel indifferent about some of them, but I'll have to get more into my top 5. But what I liked about Tenet was like, with those Interstellars and Inceptions, like they're amazing. Like the first watch is like mind blowing, but sometimes on the rewatch, it's like you do kind of know what's going to happen at the end, but it's still like, left up to like interpretation. But with Tenet, it was like, you watch it, you keep watching. It's like, I kind of don't even know what's happening, but I love the vibes of it.
Yeah.
And I feel like Nolan is just like trusting the audience to kind of understand the way it works. And I think just like it's cool. Like a lot of people think like, oh, you can't really hear the audio in the movie, and it's like, no, I like the I guess like the frustration of it. Not even that. Just like I'm trying to understand the movie the whole time, and it's like this immersive experience. And I think the music and sound design is really cool. I really like the backwards fighting scene.
Yes.
The way they do the airplane crash. I think John David Washington is a great actor, carrying on the ranks of his father Denzel, which. Denzel's the GOAT at acting.
He's so good.
And he's really good in John D. Washington. He's really good in Black Klansman. Like I really liked him in that movie. And obviously Robert Pattinson's in that film. And I think like they give you enough to, understand the story, but like they also like, make sure that you kind of work for it. Yeah. And I think that like, for years and years to come, it's like that's going to be something that I'm always going to be thinking about. And I think it's like one of Nolan's boldest films.
Yeah.
So
totally out there, totally different than anything anyone's ever done.
It's just like, I think like for pure vibes, like I just feel like it's like a top 5 for me. I don't know why.
Yeah, sure.
It stands out.
Yeah.
What
Number
about
4? We'll just go through yours first.
Oh, we'll go for mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 4?
I would say Interstellar.
Interstellar.
I know
Number
that might
4.
I know it might be a little high or low on the list, but I think like, obviously Matthew McConaughey delivers an absolute,
All right.
Yeah. He delivers a gut-wrenching performance, especially with him dealing with this whole mission and leaving behind his daughter, and the whole father-daughter aspect. It really hits. And I feel like, when I get older, like, and I have my own, kids, like, I'm going to be like, oh, that hits even harder. But
yeah,
I really like the whole yearning aspect of like, and it's kind of like the Odyssey. It's like you go away for so long and, you want what you desire, but you can't because you're kind of set to, save the world, because that's what he does. And I mean, the whole technical aspects of that film is like Nolan achieves like space like no other. Like, it's probably the best space movie. I mean, Project Hail Mary is pretty good, and 2001: A Space Odyssey is pretty good, but like, it's like Interstellar is like, I think, the definitive space movie. And of course Nolan does it the way he does, using like practical modules to replicate the planets and all that stuff, and like the ships, like just being able to use like kind of old filmmaking techniques, and like instead of just using CGI and still making it work, and then also recording on like those finding like those mountains and stuff to show like the planet, and just it's such an intense movie. Like the docking scene, like, come on.
I mean
and the music,
it's not possible.
The music, I would that Hans Zimmer score is like burns in your brain, and I feel like that's a big aspect of like why that movie is so memorable,
and Christopher Nolan movies in general.
I would say I think the only problem with that movie, but again, it's not really a problem, it's just nitpicking, is just like, besides Matthew McConaughey, it's kind of hard to care about the other characters because like he's so isolated, but like that's kind of the whole point of the film, where I kind of like movies where you can have multiple characters to kind of latch onto. But I mean, the whole technical aspect, the whole space scene, the score, like it's really good.
Love it. Number 3,
I would say, is the Odyssey.
Number 3,
yeah. I mean, it's that good. And I feel like
I was thinking it'd be higher on the list, to be honest.
Well, I mean, I might get into some of the other
2 and
ones,
1, okay.
But I think, Odyssey, I would say, is Christopher Nolan's most impressive film technical aspects. But obviously, this is not like it's a not original film. So, you're basing it off of this iconic story. So he kind of has that to support it. But obviously, he takes that story and makes it his own and makes it so grand and epic. And just him evolving as a director, playing with the 70 millimeter IMAX format even more, shooting the whole film with it. Just the acting performances from Matt Damon and Hathaway, just so phenomenal. And just the whole, I guess, like the technical aspects of it, like how they were able to capture, ancient Greece, and then just have all these different like, practical effects, and just have it all feel so seamless.
Yeah. And
that's the best part about Nolan, is just like he makes everything so seamless.
And so
like,
easy to manipulate and read and understand.
Yeah, and like as like an aspiring filmmaker, it's like my mind like gets like all jumbled, because I'm like, how can I make something like that? Yeah. It like, you don't even think about the movie aspect of it, and that's what I really liked, is like the immersion and the care he puts into delivering his films. And to do that in 2026, especially now with all these blockbuster
easy
movies,
cop-outs of CGI,
and just how easy stuff can be. I mean, you can make a whole movie with AI now.
Yeah. And
to see Nolan to put himself through that adversity and build something like that, and then to see the payoff of it now is it means something a lot, and that already puts it as a top 3.
Yeah. All right, what's number 2?
Oppenheimer.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
I really think that Nolan switching over to Universal over Warner Brothers, and getting more creative freedom, really made his career blossom.
Oppenheimer. I guess the story is pretty good. I don't see like like as much of like the awe in Oppenheimer.
Well, that's
as I do.
that's what I really like about it is like I think it's, you know, subtle but also grand and epic, and there's not really much that technically happens in the film. It's more of just like a courtroom drama, but the fact that he made this, that one of the biggest events in the world, feel small but yet like so grand without having to show you everything. Like what I really appreciate about that film is like, you know, Nagasaki and Hiroshima happen, but it's like we don't see it. We see the aftermath of it, kind of like the Odyssey, just seeing like this trauma, and like the scene where like he's, you know, he's supposed to be celebrating, you know, creating this atomic bomb when realistically it's the most like dangerous thing that has ever happened and led to the Cold War. And to see him on that stage and like literally start having a PTSD like traumatic thing happen to him, and just see like the dead victims and like the ashes burning, like that's when I'm like, oh, Nolan's starting to get into his horror aspect. I'm like, he's getting bold with it. And I think that also the film is his first rated R movie, so I feel like there was a lot of like boldness with that. Like the actors, I feel like, got to be, you know, more real. Because the thing with a lot of Nolan's films is like with the PG-13 thing is like I feel like it's trying to, you know, be a little more cookie cutter with like some of the things, like trying to be more appealing to like, you know, a mainstream audience. And I feel like with Oppenheimer is like, yes, we can be, you know, easy to digest, but like we can also have more, you know, nuance and more darkness with it. And I think like it's perfect that like a story of like, you know, Oppenheimer creating the bomb is like doing that. And also just the visuals in that film are phenomenal. The way they would do the practical effects with like paint to mimic the atoms, and then the explosion scene, like the build up to that, like the intensity, like, and then to it be like light travels before sound, with the actual sound, and then just the way they did everything in that film, it's so impressive. And the performances, I mean,
yeah,
Cillian Murphy, Emily Blunt, like Matt Damon's really good in it. Casey Affleck, like everyone stands out. And then Robert Downey Jr., how can I forget? Like,
yep,
just great technical aspects, and also the Ludwig score. The can you hear the music, the violins, the way the film's edited too. I love video editing, and that's like I think that's one of the best edited films, because it's like you're literally taking people talking in this event, and you're going back and forth, and you make this like epic journey, like the Odyssey. And the Odyssey is more impressive because it's like, you know, there's actual things, I guess, like more so happening, more action, and like I felt that, but just with dialogue. And I think the whole perspective aspect of it, like this is someone's side, how they saw it, like with the black and white, and then this is how someone saw it, and then the plot twist at the end with you know, Robert Downey Jr. getting kind of, you know, screwed over. Like I don't know, it's just so bold.
It's really good.
It like stands out to me.
I
know it's not
I
as
see
like,
the argument.
Yeah, so
it's not as flashy, but it's definitely like a more moviegoer's movie.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
for sure.
It's really
compared to a, you know, Interstellar, which is definitely more a flashy type of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
like I think, and when I'm ranking these, I'm always thinking about just like what does this mean for Nolan's career?
Yeah.
And I like to like kind of consider
the
that
first rated R movie as well as
right. I feel like it was just like Nolan being more bold. And I think that's something I really appreciate with the movie, because how can you go from making Interstellar, Inception, the Dark Knight trilogy, and then somehow make everything feel more grand? And you're taking this more like, you know, like not like smaller story, but just more like a different approach. So.
Yeah. All right. What's number one? What's the best Nolan movie?
It's just one of the best movies in general, and it's The Dark Knight.
Yeah, let's go.
It is it's like the movie of movies. It made superhero movies more grounded. It made Nolan, like it's the first time, you know, IMAX being played with in the film, and just the intensity of that film, the performances from Heath Ledger, Christian Bale, Gary Oldman, like I mean, the fact that movie is just like exists, it changed like pop culture. I mean, there's not really much I can say, because it's like one of my I've seen that movie like I don't even know how many times, like 30.
It's so good.
It's breathtaking.
It is so good.
Like
everything about that movie from start to finish is almost perfect.
I mean, you can nitpick like things that are wrong with it.
There's only one thing that's not perfect, and it's in the interrogation scene when the camera's
yeah, I know.
And that is it.
Right.
I will die on the hill. That is the only thing that was not perfect about that movie.
Right.
Everything else,
it's so smooth and seamless. The bank robbery scene,
Unbelievable.
I mean,
The switching of locations for the Joker.
yeah,
One of my favorite parts of the movie, of him telling Batman that he's here and she's here, and then their locations are actually swapped, and then that is the creation of Two-Face.
yeah,
And it just rolls into Batman being a depressed Batman who just had his future wife killed, or lady killed, however you want to look at it.
yeah. I mean,
the future is Harvey Dent, and the future of the best of us was taken down.
I mean,
Like, it's so good on so many different levels.
you either die a hero or see yourself live long enough to become the villain. Like,
It's such a good line.
It's like a movie where it's like I think about my daily life and I'm like, wow, The Dark Knight like is like I'm thinking about it. And the fact that it's like, you know, I'm from the Chicago area and just seeing Chicago filmed like that, like just like all the iconic scenes, Lower Wacker Drive.
You ever seen the meme where it's like they're on the Lower Wacker, like, this is where they filmed Batman. He's like, they shot Batman down here, and he's like, they shot Batman.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that movie from start to finish, I have like the DVD of it, I have the Blu-ray of it, I have the 4K of it. Like, I'll have like multiple copies of it, and like I feel like I can't get enough of it.
It's awesome.
And I was a little too young to not see it in theaters, and I finally saw it in theaters when they reshowed it, and that's like what solidified me as like, wow, it's an even better movie when you watch it on the big screen. And like, it just like made Nolan be like, yeah, he is a cinema director. Like, there's no one that can do it as grand as him.
Yeah, I mean, he's truly just one of the greats.
And it's insane because it's like Batman is such a, you know, iconic character, and the fact that he, you know, kind of respects his source material but like makes it his own and makes it more than just like, you know, a guy dressing up in a suit and beating up thugs. It's like, this is like a political ass like movie.
Yeah,
and
like it's political,
it's
superhero, light, dark, like very much
cinematography. Like, it's just like you don't even have to like superhero movies, and you can put that in your top 10.
Yeah,
that's how impressive it is.
And there's a scene of like all of them trying to like kill the commissioner, and then kill the judge, and kill these people, and like it goes through all of those scenes at once, cuts to each one, like seamlessly. One goes, starts the car, boom, blows up, cuts it right to Jim Gordon. Jim Gordon's sitting here, they're coming for you, Jim. Like, they're gonna get you. They didn't take my job as commissioner. He's like, and then the guy comes in, Jim Gordon comes in. He's like, you know, they got your data, they got your, you know, whatever, and a typical thing on a fingerprint. No, wait, and then just like goes like that, and then like it's just so perfect.
Yeah,
like it's like they almost had the Joker, but then they just like, he's just that good to where he just gets away with it just barely, and then just becomes such a good villain that he like kills everybody and becomes this evil figure, and all of his underlings are all very much the same, wearing the Joker mask. I mean, we're talking peak evil. Like, dude's got the coolest thugs underneath him.
Best villain of all time.
Yeah, I would say
because it's like you don't really know who this guy is, and that's the beauty of Joker, is like, with some of the other interpretations, like of like the 1989 Batman movies, like you do see the origin of Joker. He's this guy who falls into this vat of chemicals, and then like, you know, he's like this like gangster guy, and it's like, no, like this guy just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah,
like just he robs banks, but like he wants to, you know, take down Gotham.
Yeah,
and he's just pure anarchy.
Some people just want to watch the world burn.
Yes,
it's so good.
Like,
it's just such a good
line. And the ending
line.
where Batman just rides off on the Batpod, and he's like, I'm not the hero
that Gotham needs right now.
And he chooses to almost like, you know, be the bad guy for the sake of, you know, protecting Harvey Dent's name to keep the people hopeful.
Yeah,
it's like, dang.
And then it sets it up for the perfect third movie where they just run into
basically,
hey, Harvey Dent is not the same hero that you guys all thought he was. All of this success was built on a lie. Yeah. And it's like, boom.
Complete
third movie,
Nightfall.
Banger.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. All right, let's do, because those are just such good movies. But we'll see if any of those can get taken down let's do top 3. What are your top 3 movies of all time?
Of all time.
And I bet you they could be similar because, I mean, for me, The Dark Knight
of all time.
I'm gonna be honest. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Dark Knight is my favorite movie of all time. By far, to this day, always will be.
It was my favorite movie at one point.
I'm gonna throw some loops in for my other two. But
okay, so I'm gonna do my top 3 then.
Go for it.
Okay, so number 3 is actually that Donnie Darko movie. That is one of my favorite of all time. It is the definition of like peak like coming of age like movie, and just like
the 2001 one.
Yeah, I don't know that movie.
Really?
My top 4 movie, like my top 3 changes a lot, I'll say, but like at the moment, like I just been studying this film so much, and I'm like, wow, this feels something that I latch onto.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like Jake Gyllenhaal. I think he's my favorite actor, and anything he's in, he makes good. And to see him as he's like this young adult teenager, and to see him just make such a name for himself, and just be so good at being this like troubled, kid. Cause like the thing is like he causes a lot of trouble, and, he's around this, like authority that like his teachers, like, are mad at him, and his principal is mad at him, and like his parents are mad at him. Like everyone's mad at him. Like the whole world is like mad at him. And it's just him. He's got to lock in, and he's got to save the world. And he's the only person who really knows that the world is ending. But what I really like is like he meets like, all these mentors throughout the film, kind of like Star Wars. And it's like they're guiding him, but they're not determining his choices. And that makes his like, I guess, what he chooses to do, because I don't really want to spoil the ending of it, more epic. And it deals with time travel, the movie. And I really like Back to the Future.
Yeah.
And I really like this like more like psychological horror films, and I feel like it just like combines everything together, because it came out in 2001, and it takes place in the 80s, so it has this like very timeless feel to it.
Right.
And I don't know, there's a
one of those
can't really describe a movie like it.
Yeah.
And that's I don't know, maybe it'll change, but that's definitely in my top 3, I would say.
Okay. Well, let's go with number 2 then. Let's say that's number 3.
Number 2, I would say, is Uncut Gems. Uncut Gems. That
is
movie,
that good?
It is. If I want a pure adrenaline rush, I'll put that on, and then I'll be done.
That is awesome.
That movie feels like 30 seconds to me. Like I can watch that movie again, and I really appreciate that movie because I remember it was like during COVID, and that movie was like, it came out a little bit before COVID, but it like came out on like DVD. I remember it was like, I rented it from Redbox or whatever, if you remember Redbox.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I watched it. I was like, I don't really know what this movie's about. And I watched it. And I was like, wait, like I can do something with movies.
Yeah.
Like that movie made me like want to take film seriously.
That's super cool.
I got in this rabbit hole of just watching a bunch of movies during COVID, and kind of led me to create Joyride Films. And I think that movie was like a kind of like the stone that was moved. And I really love Adam Sandler. Like I think his comedy movies, they're just a guilty pleasure to me. Like, and to see him take on a serious role and play kind of this like, scummy guy who's, neglecting
let's bet on this.
like neglect his parents, and then like at the same time, we're rooting for him because like he's in this like intense situation of trying to get this money back, but yet he's trying to make these big bets, and it's like, oh my God, it's like so intense. Like in the style of that film, like it's so refreshing. And I love that it like takes place in 2012. And it has like Kevin Garnett in the film. And Kevin Garnett's one of my favorite basketball players, and he's really good in it because like he's Kevin Garnett, he's a ruthless guy, and he always had that dog in him. And like literally in the film, he looks at that stone that like he's trying Adam Sandler's character is trying to auction off, and he looks at it, he's like, I gotta have it, and like that's like the whole like determination of the film. But then like he takes the stone, and then like Adam Sandler's gotta get back to him, and then like they exchange it at the end, and then it's like, let me actually take this. Instead of giving you this money, I'm gonna bet to make you better at this game, and I'm gonna let you keep the stone. I think what happens, and like then he like bets, and it's like KG's got to put on like this like ultimate performance, and it's like so intense because like his life is on the line because he's at like the jewelry store with like his cousin and like the loan sharks, and like like they want their money and they're going to like kill him if they don't get their money. But then like he is betting his life on the line, all because he's watching this like sports betting game. He's all watching the Celtics and Sixers game. And it's like, wow.
It's crazy.
Like it's like a film that just is literally about this like guy who goes down this dark hole, can be so like riveting and just bold. Yeah. And like the music in that movie, like it gives me chills.
Yeah.
Like it's just the soundscape, like the way the film opens up to like these like people mining in like the middle of like Africa, I believe it's, or Uganda, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
And they're mining and it's like, wait, what movie is this? And then it like zooms in on the stone and then the stone zooms out on Adam Sandler getting a colonoscopy. It's like, what the heck? What is this movie? And then it's like, and then it's just a straight adrenaline rush from there. So I don't know. I really like that film. I like intense movies.
All right. All right.
So that one always pops up for me.
What's the number one?
There Will Be Blood. I don't know if you've seen that.
There Will Be Blood. No.
Oof. It's the film of films. When
did it come out?
2007.
Okay.
It's directed by Paul Thomas Anderson. He just came out with like One Battle After Another.
There Will Be Blood.
Yeah. So it's about, I think it's a historical fiction. It's about the foundation of oil in America. It's about this guy,
Interesting.
Daniel Plainview, played by Daniel Day-Lewis, who delivers one of the most iconic performances of all time. I don't know if you've ever seen those like TikTok memes of like people being like, oh, acting in movies and people calling it cinema. It's just like a guy yelling.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in the movie, he's like, I've abandoned my child. That's that movie.
That's that boy.
And
okay,
like,
gotcha.
he is such a
I've abandoned my boy.
He's such a corrupt guy. And I don't know what it is. I love movies just like showing like someone so corrupt. Like I think like the darkness of what someone can go through and just create. I love seeing that because it's like it's a representation of just like the flaws within like humanity and just kind of the battle there. And he just like from the get-go, it's like he's just wanting to find oil and then he just takes advantage of people. And it's kind of like it feels like Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure it's very similar.
Like because it's like taking place in like in the West, the Great West, and he journeys from like I think like I don't know, he goes all the way to like California and like throughout the whole film it's like you see him journey to like, and it's such a good period piece because it's like you're literally seeing like the America form, like the more modern America, like to the industrial industry, the Industrial Revolution. Like you're literally seeing like things that take place now, but like just I guess right before it all changed because of the founding of oil. And it's very just like a dark movie. The soundscape is phenomenal. Like there's this dark violin theme that plays throughout the whole film. It's really messed up movie. Like who else is in it? Paul Dano, who is like Riddler and then also like the villain in Prisoners. He's really good in that movie. He plays like a youth like minister, and like there's this whole like theme of like religion and stuff, and he's like, oh, like, you know, I want this money to go towards a church in this town. And he's like, no, like and Daniel Day-Lewis's character, he butts heads with him. Like he's like, I don't really care about religion, like I care about pure greed. Like I want to I want to drill all the oil in this town. And he like takes advantage of all these people. He like tricks them and like they find out, and it's like it's such a dark movie, and it's like just like about pure like betrayal and just darkness. And it's just a period piece. It's shot very well. I mean, one of my favorite looking films ever. And I don't know why. It's like, it's not something that I'm going to usually watch. Like, it's not like I would say like a comfort movie, but like it's just my favorite movie because it's like, it just feels like the perfect representation of like how I guess like life has become. I don't know. It's
a little chaotic, a little bit of functionality of greed and mixed with like religion, mixed with all the aspects of chaos within
deep.
a movie.
And it's dark. Like there's just a scene where like all this oil like spills on him and he's like covered in like just black, and he's just like looking up and he like wipes his eyes and he's like seeing the creation he has become, and it's like now oil runs the world. It's pretty much like Oppenheimer, Odyssey, like these great events being founded by just like one man, and just like the butterfly effect of it all. And that's another reason why I really like Donnie Darko, because it's like all these events happen and it's like the butterfly effect. And it's like I'm always thinking of myself, like, I'm like, what am I doing now that's going to affect this action in the future? Because I'm like an overthinker. And I think like films like that showing like the unraveling of those events are just kind of cool. And I latch onto them.
Yeah. That's way more wild than mine.
Yeah.
My top three are very simple. I mean, they're about as easy as it gets.
Okay.
Number 3 is literally like Remember the Titans.
That's
Like, it is such a good movie to me.
Denzel.
I will watch that movie on repeat.
Is it that Ryan Gosling's in that, right?
Yeah, Ryan Gosling's. He's a
Ryan
high
Gosling,
school football player.
Oh
I'm gonna
man.
hit this thing like 100 times. Yeah, he's a football player. You have Denzel Washington. The coach is a famous actor, but I forget his name. There's so many just good characters overall, and it's just like the development of the story of like sports in general. Obviously, I'm like a very big sports guy, but it's like when you have a team that comes together like that and they don't like each other, which is so common in sports. It is so common.
Not even just sports, but just like any
in general
team.
In high school and teams in general. Like if you go into the sport and you try out, people typically don't like each other.
Oh yeah,
it's all competition.
All competition, yeah.
It is all like, I want to be better than you,
right?
And then you get to know these guys, and then you get to play with them, and then you realize this guy's on my team. This guy's fighting for me, with me, and against everyone else. And then it becomes a not you versus you, you me versus you. It becomes an us versus them. Yeah, we are going to beat them, and then it becomes like such a unifying like development. And like when you see the moments of like just straight awkward, like it's going to be uncomfortable, it's not going to feel right, sitting at a different table, or all the linemen sitting together, even though they might not like each other, but it's the linemen. Yeah. It's all of us linemen versus all you guys. Yeah. Like, we're going to take you on defense, like defensive line, and the deep lines together, and they're like, we're going to take you on offensive line. We're going to mess you up. And it's wide receivers taking on cornerbacks and, you know, running backs running through linebackers. It's like them fighting each other, but also being one team. I love every part of it. It's just such a good, like story of development. And then even when they get towards the end in their undefeated season, and then the linebacker gets injured, hurts himself, out for the rest of the season, all-state player, could have won the championship, and they end up losing this, like, the final. Like, it's like, it's almost a perfect season, but then they end up losing the final. But the thing is that, like, they won in life. Like, it's just like, you know what I mean? Like,
it's not just football. It's like,
not just football,
it's
right?
The brotherhood,
right? It's beyond that. It's bigger than that. And it's like, it was also during like a racist era where it was like whites and blacks are all separated. You couldn't come in here because you're black. You couldn't come in here, you know, because you're a certain color. And it's like, and then you see the aspect of like, nah, this is a team. We don't care who you are. The best player will play. Like, it's just who you are. You play. You're good. You play. You're not good. You don't play. Like, you got to be better than the other guy. Right. Just the nicknames, like Sunshine. Hey, Sunshine. Like, it's just hilarious. Overall, one of my favorite sports movies ever. I will watch and repeat. Man, never get bored of that movie.
Disney was in their bag.
They were.
I don't know why they don't make like live action movies like that anymore.
They just washed up on all this other crap.
It reminds me of like Miracle. I really like that movie. Yeah. Just like showing them come together to make the Olympic team.
Less is more sometimes. Less is more. Yeah. They should just create a movie basically off of like the NBA Olympics game. Yeah. Like, they kind of create the film and everything, and they already have like but they literally should create that, because that is like a perfect example. Right. Because like the Olympics coming back against France, and just Steph Curry just going crazy. But sports in general always have a little touch in my heart. Oh, so
yeah, absolutely.
I personally was like, I will watch that movie day after day after day, because it's so good.
I have to rewatch that.
Yeah. Like, it's just, every time that team comes on, and then like they go back to school, and they're like, oh, like it's back to normal, like whatever. And
that's
then
so
like,
real.
And then they're like, no, it's not. Like, it's actually us. We're gonna be together. Like, this is the team.
Yeah, this is not just on the field.
Right. It's not just at camp. It's also on the field. And then they start winning and winning and winning, and then everyone's like, yo, like these guys are great. Like these guys are amazing. Yeah. And it also plays into the funny memes, which is hilarious. Which is like the dark humor, but also funny humor. Of like when they were like, oh, hey, like we don't really care about black people until they won football games, and then we love them. Right. It's like, yikes, that's brutal. Yeah. But overall, it's such a good, like, heartwarming story about people coming together in teams. It's so good.
Number two
is The Other Guys.
Oh my god.
It is.
Oh my god.
It is such a good movie. I literally
I don't want no scrubs.
I don't want no scrubs. Is there a
Don't-
TLC reference?
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Don't go chasing-
Dude, that movie's
Dude,
hilarious.
Dude, you're literally referencing. I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, Alan. They need to solve real cases. You got there. You go solve a real case. You'll become a real cop.
I just watched that movie.
It's so good. I like me.
Yeah.
So shout out Ty Murphy. Me and
Yeah.
Ty Murphy always talked about it.
Yeah.
We talked about the cucumber water.
Oh,
The way the cucumber accents the water in such a way. Every time I see cucumber water, I always think of that scene.
Oh my
It is
God.
that good. The movie is so funny. Every single minute of it, I was laughing.
the whole gator arc.
Yeah.
Gators, bitches, better be wearing jimmies.
Jimmy's.
And then
It's like, Alan. He's like, sorry. You see, it's like coming over me. Like, I just want to go out. I just want some money. Gator wants some money.
yeah, like the whole. I love that part. And then I love when like Mark Wahlberg is like randomly just knows ballet.
Yeah.
He's like, I love you. And he's like,
You don't think I could do this, Francine?
Yeah.
You don't think I could do this? And he just does a bunch of
And then
ballet.
he just like walks out.
That was really good, Terry. He's like, I love you, Francine.
Oh yeah, that's and the opening scene where Dwayne the Rock and Samuel L. Jackson just literally jump and freaking die.
Aim for the bushes.
Yeah,
It's so good. It's so random.
Yeah, it's like, why are these A-list actors
Free
doing
hot
this?
dogs for life. No drinks. Can't do drinks though. No drinks.
Oh man, that's like the best buddy cop.
It is. It's so good, and it's like
it's
talk.
not
Tuesday night is taco night at Rikers Island. It's just like, what
there
are
needs
you
to be
doing?
there needs to be more love for it, because I feel like Step Brothers and like
It's
Super
very
Bad,
similar.
like all those get like the praise, but it's like the other guys, like that one's just like
I like it more than Step Brothers. I like the other guys.
I think it's
more
funnier.
than Step Brothers.
I think it is, and
I do too.
Step
Step Brothers is a classic. It's a classic. But the other guys, to me, is just more funny because like the dynamic between Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell is like they're like totally polar opposites.
Right.
But they kind of like work together.
Mm-hmm.
Where Will Ferrell and who's the actor in Step Brothers, other actor?
John C. Reilly.
John C. Reilly.
Yeah.
They are kind of like the same nerdy losers that
right.
like have a come up and basically like develop into,
They both
the
play
Catalina
they
wine
both
mixer.
play the kind of like the lovable idiot role.
Yeah, lovely. Yeah.
And then like with this is like, and what makes this film even better is like Mark Wahlberg was in The Departed.
Right.
And he's at this like Mark Wahlberg, like he's kind of taking on this more like, serious Boston guy, like, trope. And then it's like, wait, you're pairing him with Will Ferrell. And then like the both of them are supposed
And he's
to
the cop who
come
shot
up.
Jeter.
Yeah.
You shot Derek Jeter. You should have shot
Was it
A-Rod.
the desk pop?
Yeah, the desk
Oh,
pop.
yeah, your desk pop.
Hey, when's the last time we had a desk pop? September 08. Just let it fly. He just shoots the ceiling.
Like it's just it's a film that works so much because it takes itself so seriously, yet it doesn't.
I know.
And that's what really works. And
Just give me your gun.
Michael Keaton seals the show.
So good.
Like the fact that he works at Bed Bath and Beyond
I know.
as a part-time job, and he's like this like supposed to be this like stone cold like boss.
I know.
Yeah, that's a good pick. I like that one.
Let's see what we got. We have a raper in Serial Heights. He's like, oh, wait, never mind. Sorry, wrong job. But stay safe. If you're in Serial Heights, stay safe.
it's like so out of pocket. Yeah.
I will watch that movie in a heartbeat also all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
No,
Number one,
yeah.
Dark Knight, 100%. I
Yeah,
cannot
okay.
go away from it. It's
Yeah,
just too
right.
good. We already touched up on it. We don't need to touch on it more.
Yeah.
But it just the movie, the cinema, the cars, the Bruce Wayne, the Batman, everything about it.
Yeah.
Just screams like this is cinema.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm glad we already talked about it, but yeah,
it's just so
that would be
good.
like my like top 4 or top 5, I would say. Like that's definitely like, up there. But yeah, I mean, I could also say it's my favorite. Like it's just so good.
It's just so good. Like you can't sit there and be like, I don't want to watch that. I always will be in the mood to watch that movie.
I don't know someone who's like, I don't like The Dark Knight.
Yeah, I guess
I'll see people be like, it's overrated, but like they still like.
Yeah, they still like it. They're like, yeah, it's good, but I think it's a little bit overrated. It's not the best in the world. It's not that like good. And I'm just like, all right, yeah, because you've seen it too many times to where you're nulled by the fact of how great it is. You're numb.
It's just that good, yeah.
Yeah, because you'll see other movies and you'll be like, oh, these are good too, but like when it comes to the best, like it's just there's no competition in my mind.
Yeah.
It's just so good.
Yeah.
There's some other contenders up there for top movies, but like those are the movies I've definitely watched the most and have enjoyed every single time I've watched them, without a doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
So I watch them and I'm just like, this movie's great, and I laugh at those moments. I know they're coming. I know what they're going to say. I can quote them, and I still laugh and enjoy it. And then Remember the Titans, I still get hype when they like all come together, start singing together, and like
even if you're watching like the 27th time, it's like it just
still
hits.
Awesome. It's just like you're like
right.
Left side, strong side. It's just like you're like baby, let's go.
I feel so like I'm like comparing and contrasting our top threes, and like I feel like I'm such like a an evil person.
No, you're
like, I don't know why. It's just like the
cinematography is so crazy that like movies and films can have different effects on people in different aspects,
right?
And also like because you have different ratings is why film is so awesome.
I know.
Like it's like you can have that opinion and love all your top three are all horror movies, and Sean would look at you and be like, you're insane.
Yeah.
I'm never watching any of those movies ever in my life. I'll watch the Avengers Endgame, and that's my favorite movie of all time. It's like, but they're both right.
Yeah.
Like both people are right. And that's the coolest part about art.
Just anything. It's just like everyone should have their own opinion. And with film discourse, it's like I feel like, we have to disagree. Yeah. But we also can agree.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough to rank them into like the top 5, like top 3. Because it's like there's so many good movies. Like even like Dark Knight, we both agree like Christopher Nolan's best movie. But also like it might not break your top 5, but it might be my number 1. But we both agree that it's some of the greatest films we've ever seen.
Yeah, I would say like I think a lot of people just need to understand is like there's a difference between greatest and your favorite. And I think like when someone asks questions like greatest movies of all time, it's like there's no answer for that. You can name a couple of movies, but you can't just be like this is the greatest movie of all time, because like everyone's going to look at it differently. Even if it's a film like, Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, or The Dark Knight, or like Shawshank Redemption, like films that are literally like, regarded as some of the best of all time. Yeah. It's like, but what if someone likes, Happy Gilmore as their favorite movie?
Because they're a golfer, right?
Or just just like it. Like it's so fascinating. And I think that, everyone having different top threes, it's fun. And
as it should be.
Yeah. And, we can understand, like why we like them. And it's like how you could see that. But it's like, you can also just be like, oh, I don't really get that. But, at least give it some thought.
Mm-hmm. And I think that you can definitely share favorite movies across the board.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You don't have to.
Right.
Like people who have shared 1 or 2 of my top 3 or 1 or 2 of your top 3 can still be in both of their top 3s.
Right.
So it's cool. Art that way is something that's so fascinating. Film especially, because there's so much you can do with a movie with characters and building a random world that doesn't even exist.
I know.
And immerse people into that world and create something that's completely non-existent in the entire world, and you've immersed someone in something where all of the rules apply with certain aspects of special items or specialty skill sets or like the force or just things that don't necessarily make sense in the real world, but they're so similar that you can actually dive into it, understand it, and realize that like this is possible in some type of dream world. It's basically making dreams come to life. And basically saying like, hey, you ever want to have superpowers? Well, guess what? You can watch people have superpowers. And you can literally see them on the film, what it would look like, what they would do, put them in a scenario, make them the hero, and
that's crazy.
Solve the mystery.
It's crazy.
It's so cool.
It's insane how much like one singular frame can live in your head forever. Yeah. Like the shot in The Dark Knight where, the Batman is looking at all the rubble from when the warehouse explodes in the blue. Mm-hmm. And it's like literally one stylistic choice like makes it like live in your head. Mm-hmm. Like Remember the Titans, like you're always going to remember, Ain't No Mountain High Enough. Like you hear that song and I don't know how you're not thinking about that movie.
Yep. 100%.
Like it's just, it's crazy how much like power there is with cinema. And I think, it needs to be preserved. Just the creativity of story filmmaking.
Yeah. Cool. All right, well, we're running out of room here for this guy. So, all right, well, thank you for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Of course, yeah. I mean, I've been waiting to be on here, so I think it lived up to the
expectations.
Hype.
Nice.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And
where can we follow you? Where can we get your content?
Joyride Films. There's no space in between it. So like going Joyride and then space films afterwards. So you can find me on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and I'm posting a lot of like long form content on YouTube. So again, I have a Donnie Darko whole video essay. It's 45 minutes long about that. And then on TikTok, I'll post like newer movies that come out and all that sort of stuff.
Cool. Yeah. All right, we'll look forward to your content.
Yeah.
Hopefully Spider-Man saves the day.
Of course, yeah, he's got to. And hopefully I can come back here.
Yeah,
make
sounds
another
good.
appearance. All right.
Yeah, appreciate you coming on.
Thank you.
Yeah.